Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Vortex Racing Network's production of Monday Night Mayhem. The Moonlight Racing League is live at Auto Club Speedway for the KK Woodscapes Surfs Up 200. Thank you so much to Kevin Kyle for his sponsorship of today's Surfs Up 200. If you get a chance, go check out KK Woodscapes on their Instagram page. This guy's making trophies for multiple leagues. These are authentic wooden trophies. They are burned, stained, painted, designed to your specifications. These trophies good for iRacing leagues as well as fantasy football, youth events, bowling leagues, anything you want. Thank you so much, KK Woodscapes, for today's sponsorship of the Catch a Wave 200. This is the second race of our 13-race season here. Moonlight Racing League in their 7th season already, and we are here at Fontana. 2 miles of asphalt. Missed these tracks. Too wide in the booth today. Mean Gene Money, Zack Panzerella bringing you the action. Zack, I love the extra half a mile that we get out of this thing. There's just so many different ways to make your way around the track, and tire wear really can become at a premium.
Oh, I love this place, me and Gene. I mean, obviously a California boy myself, much like Mr. Kevin Kyle. This is his home track. That's why, I think part of the reason why he's sponsoring it, besides being an awesome guy. But I love this place. Growing up, coming to California Speedway, as it was called back then, was such a special experience for me. I complain about it every time we do a track guide or we race here that I hate NASCAR for turning this place into a dirt road, because they truly don't race like this anymore, do they, me and Gene? Like, you think about even the all-time I think it's like the land speed record set in racing is at this very racetrack done in the IndyCar series. 241 miles per hour has been reached at this racetrack. They don't make them like this. Even Michigan has its own characteristics to it. I am always so excited to be here. And like you said, tire wear gonna be at a premium today. Tons of places to race, tons of lanes available to you, but there is definitely I guess you could say a penalty or something to pay depending on how you decide to do your race here today. And we got ourselves another massive field here today, me and Gene.
Gonna be fantastic. Last week at Charlotte, we saw 38 drivers participate as Ryan Hollar picked up his first win of his MRL. Congratulations to Ryan as he put himself up on the top. Now, you're right about this track, though. It only has the 14-degree banking, but yet you get those higher speeds. Very surprising considering what you think Daytona or Talladega would do. But this track just has those wider stretches, and it really gives you a lot more freedom when you're not in a group. Now, I highly suspect we're going to see 3 and 4 wide racing here today. Going to be fantastic. Qualifying is underway. That is our sponsor, Kevin Kyle, out there. Kevin off to a pretty good start. And that is his Instagram link right there. You can go to that QR code, give it a check it out. Now, if you're a builder and you like using wood on bar tops, countertops, Kevin can also help you out with that. He is out in that San Obispo, California area. San Luis Obispo.
Is that where he moved?
Yeah, that's where
he moved from. Past me, yeah, because he was up in Pomona, which is south of me. San Luis Obispo, slow as we call it, me and Gene. North of me.
And he was out in San Dimas. I think all of you Bill and Ted fans out there
Stop it.
very familiar with San Dimas, California. All right, so it looks like qualifying is about to wrap up, and we are going to be able to tell you who is on top of the pole.
Surprise,
and that is going to be Joe Vulpis. Congratulations to Joe Vulpis for taking the pole here today. Joining him on that front row, Collin Bollinger.
Let's go.
He's not taking any chances.
No
Collin,
more.
of course, got caught up in all of the mess last week. Multiple wrecks for him this week. The season 5 champion is going to start from the second place position. Third, he's back. Sean Walton, not running the 6.7. I'm a little disappointed. Going to be running the 35 this year, but
3.5.
That's a Collin Bollinger teammate, Sean Walton. Kevin Kyle going to start in 4th here today on the second row. Third row, Grant Applegate. He is our season 6 and 5 defending champion. He'll be starting in 5th. 6th place today, last week's winner, Ryan Hollar. He's back up in the front. Michael Matta, a lot of speed out of that 16 Ford in practice. See what he can do here today. Calvin Smith, he's a rookie, not for long, starting in 8th. Michael Wolf, another rookie. Watched him working with those Fish Speed boys, though, Zach. Expect a lot of speed out of Michael Wolf. Eric Gambrell, going to round out the top 10. I'm going to switch it over to you because there's so many drivers.
There are a lot of these boys. We got Jay Stinson over at 11th place next to Buddy Solly, the man who makes all of this look so good. Shout out Buddy Solly. Wyatt Mickelson will be starting off in 13th place with Tom Lester, Mr. Most Improved Driver of the Year. Lester will be rounding off 14th place, which I like. As you see here, Mean Gene, that's a good start because now we have Tony Iverson and Nick Mills, two several-time race winners next to each other in 15th and 16th. 17th and 18th come along to Dalton Connor. Great to see Dalton back, along with another rookie, Austin Thompson, will be rolling off 18th. Ricky Mandela, we got the Mandela effect over in 19th place with Matt Novella rolling off 20th. 21st will belong to... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take a little bit, too.
Yeah.
We'll go back and forth.
This is
Richard Swingle going to start 21st here today. Phantom makes some nice paint job. Steve Lewis, he got acquainted with Ricky Mandela last week. He's going to start 22nd. Brian Coward, one of our rookies here, going to start 23rd. Cody Dorsey, he's a rookie, but he got a big win at IRP on the Tuesday night trucks. Cody Dorsey going to start 24th. Eric Thornton, 25 here today. Farmer, Zack Clawson starting in 26. Jonathan Casabir, 27. Jack Sanders, the Colonel, season 2 champion, going to start 28th. And I'll pass it to you again.
29th can be John Beverly. 30th going to belong to Justin Parham. And what I'm going to do is we're going to do it full NASCAR style. I'll just let this play as we only have one pace lap and we have a full 39 driver field here today, me and Gene. And as we see here, 31st place, another phenomenal driver, Matthew Fritts. He has already won races on the Monday Dirt League this season. He's a phenomenal dirt driver. I'm not sure if you knew that about him. My goodness, is he good in dirt. But Fritts going to be starting in the sub 30th. You have Kenneth Redinger in 37th. And then that Jerry Rose guy in 38th with Bill Beltram. Do you recognize that name? Is that not a rookie?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, here we go. I mean, we're getting ready to go here at Auto Club. And, man, the talent is stacked front to back.
All right. Looks like Joe Vulpis up top, perennial Final Four contender. Going to be driving that Animal House Custom number 98. Next to him, Collin Bollinger, waiting for the flagman to drop it. And these boys are going to be in a drag race. Away we go. Look at Walton into the back of the 98 right at the get-go. Inside lane trying to go. Now Grant Applegate hooking up on that inside lane as well. They're going to fade Joe Vulpis up just a little bit. Walton now going side by side. Outside lane. Slow start. Now finally Collin Bollinger gets the outside rolling, but quickly we are staggered. And we're about to go 3 wide here with Eric Gambrell having a party.
Yeah, Mean Gene, you said we'd have some 2 and 3 wide, maybe 4 wide situations, and it took them about the length of a football field to get to that. And that is just the nature of the beast here at Auto Club. So much room to race, but it is nice and slick. Oftentimes early on this run, these drivers are going to have to be careful. You see the 922 of Wolf right there, a little bit loose mid-corner, doing a great job. These drivers, though, this is going to be a great time to get those track positions, but you also don't want to burn up your stuff too early. Leading the first lap of the race, though, Joseph Vulpis from the pole with Collin Bollinger close in tow.
Joe Vulpis having a big one already here. 3rd place on Sunday at Auto Club in a Cup car. Touches the wall, still with good momentum. Now Bollinger and Sean Walton, 2 and 3. These are teammates, but Bollinger insists that you race him hard. Grant Applegate in 4th. I would expect we're going to see Grant Applegate run that line on the outside. He loves it so much. Temperatures here much cooler than they were Sunday. So, Zach, I think running that bottom periodically to try to save a little bit of tires is going to be on the table. But if you're in a group, you're going to get eaten alive. And when you try to merge up top again, I don't think you're going to be very happy. If you kick back a little bit further in the bunch, you can see guys on the bottom. But when they come back up, it's taken. Like, look, you fade back up. There's Nick Mills. You think the 20's going to move? Nah. Come on, bro.
You were so right about that, Mean Gene, especially early in these runs. You really have to pick and choose your moments. You don't want to be using that inside lane if it means getting freight trained by 4 or 5 positions. You can have to, even if you're saving tires, you might lose that tire I guess you could say, preservation by having to repass those cars that you let by. Track position is just as important for saving tires, and this is a great track to learn that, and you're not kidding about that at all. Use the bottom when you can here, but if it means protecting your track position, you got to use the top. You don't have a choice sometimes.
Yeah, you can't exit. Like right here, look, you got that inside car of Gambrel. He fades up. That time the hole opened. He didn't have to use as much wheel input. But if you're side by side, you got to use more wheel input so you don't plow up the track. Right there, that group that you're watching, see how those guys are low, but they can't come back up. A little bit more wheel input to keep their line. Buddy Sully going to fade into position right there behind Gambrel. But again, if you have an open track, yeah, that bottom lane looks awful nice. You got all that width to save the tires. But if somebody's above you right there, look at Gambrel. He cannot come all the way up the track with Buddy there, and that's just a little more tire input. Oh, he drives across Buddy's hood. It'll be fine. That's the professor's not going to wreck you. Hey, you know what? While we're talking about the professor, how about Buddy Sully's new production data company? This guy's writing code for the Vortex Racing Network. So it's going to be, what do you want to call it? The to be announced later, the to be determined Buddy Sully data writing company. But Buddy, a big sponsor of the Vortex Racing Network's production of MRL Monday Night Mayhem. So thank you to Buddy Sully as he's partnered up with Fish Speed Brakes to bring us this entire season of Monday Night Mayhem.
Yeah, Buddy Sully, a legitimate, I mean it like by the word legitimate genius. This guy is so smart, he makes me feel dumb every time I talk to him, but man, are we lucky to have him on the VRN team. We have some awesome, cool stuff like that starting grid. You guys got to see that is all thanks to Buddy Sully. This really cool screen right here where you get to see me and Gene's names. That's all Buddy Sully. Really cannot thank him enough, and we will, I'm not going to show you guys yet, but later in this race, I'll show you another amazing Buddy Sully contraption that I have available to me in this race that's going to make it much better, especially after last week in our confusion. But Sully also, what also is a great thing about being a genius, me and Gene, is it makes driving a race car a heck of a lot easier because Buddy Sully knows how to drive these things. He knows how to save tire. He is easily one of the most intelligent race car drivers you will ever see, and you're seeing that right now. But also, me and Gene, have we ever seen Applegate and Sean Walton have fun together? Have we seen this yet?
Nah, that's like asking if we've ever seen Nick Mills and Eric Gambrel have fun. Right. Not a thing. No. But look at this. Applegate going to get all the way below the apron with Collin Bollinger. Now, this is two champions. Remember, season 4, the 53 took the crown. Season 5 and 6, the 14 of Applegate took the crown. So these guys very familiar with each other. Nice slide job right there as the Red Bull gets in front of the Dr. Pepper. Now, the King of the North, though, Collin Bollinger, he ain't afraid to use that front end. He'll make it happen. How about this? Those two guys racing, yet they caught up on Vulpis just a little bit. A lot of rubber being burned on the track right now.
Oh, yeah, me and Gene. And one thing that also happened, Tony Iverson is in 26th place. He was in nearly the top 10, trying to see if I can figure out what exactly went wrong with Tony. I think I got it. I think I may have it here. Okay, let's take a look. It's going to be a replay here, my friends.
The Undertaker, what'd he do?
Yeah, I don't even see him on screen yet on this. Let me see. Here we go. Oh, that is not a good place to be while we're pausing, is it? Who is that behind him? Is that Nick Mills? Or is that Fritts?
Is that the 20?
It looks like the 20, yeah, is what I'm seeing. Oh, man, right into Iverson's rear end. Iverson with a phenomenal save. And really, you would think it would be more than that to lose upwards. Oh, man, as Thornton also almost gets turned around. Look at that. Eric Thornton saves it. 2 great saves, and doesn't take much to give up significant track position here.
No, it does not. That exit speed is at a premium here. That is where you're going to make and break your race.
Look at that.
Is the ability to get that exit speed. That's going to make you fast down those straightaways. Right now up front, Joe Vulpis, one of the masters of exit speed, but he's dealing with the guy that rips the rail better than anybody in this league, and that's Grant Applegate. And with these cooler temperatures, this is going to transition into a night race. We're going to see Grant get closer and closer to that outside wall. Behind him, though, Collin Bollinger. This guy's got a ton to prove, Zach. This guy won the season easy, has an accelerated I rating. Is that a politically correct way to put it?
Yeah, it's extremely politically correct. Very.
Yeah, you know, so he's got the biggest resume out here. So he's going to need to do something to kind of back that thing up, get people pissed off, and start petitioning to kick him out of the league. But you finish in third, nobody's going to throw you out. So we need to see a little bit more out of Collin. Behind him, Kevin Kyle. Kevin having a great year, and then look at Calvin and Sean Walton as well. Oh, it's slide jobs all up and down this track right now.
Slide job city, baby. As you saw Applegate go for an identical move that he successfully pulled off on Bollinger, not able to make it happen on the 98 of Joseph Vulpis. Vulpis able to maintain the lead there. Applegate, he wants that lead, and he wants it now. And what was so impressive about how he even got to second, Mean Gene, is he completed the pass on Walton, and then that same move, essentially, down the front stretch, got a big enough run to make the pass on Bollinger through 1 and 2. So really what's sticking out to me right now about Applegate is these enormous runs that he is getting out of these corners, whether or not he's on the bottom or top. I mean, watch this. We've been talking all day about how the bottom has been not where you want to be for those big runs, but look at that. He comes out of the bottom. He's not slower than Vulpis. He's staying with him. Another driver I think we got to take a look at too is Kevin Kyle. He fell back a little bit when this race began, but he has now worked his way back up to where he qualified, which is 4th place. Kevin Kyle, very good here. Caution is out.
Oh, and it looks like Brian Cowart. Oh, the 916 having a little bit of difficulty out there.
Having his welcome to the NBA moment.
Yeah, it was like, hey, do you know Justin Parham?
You're going to know him now?
Justin says, hey, man, yeah, do you like the outside wall? Nope, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Look at that.
He said not a fan. Maybe just a difference in turning in speed there. I don't know what happened there.
Go to the rear. Go to the rear.
Yeah, we're going straight to the truth-telling camera.
Ming Jin loves the rear. Let's go.
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's call it a racing incident.
Yep. One of those side drafting incidents we see so often.
Yeah, just a little side drafting gone wrong. Not a problem.
What a save, though.
Now, Cowart is a rookie, and man, the guy did his best last week, but ended up coming in 36th. And so he's got a little bit of work to do as far as improving what happened to him. He finished 38th in the race, but he did have some bonus points. But again, 171 laps down, Brian Cowart finished last week. So he's going to need to avoid some of these dudes, man.
It's a shame he could have won that race. Oh, man, we have Bollinger pitting.
Fake. Look at Kevin Kyle with the fake out.
Oh, yeah. Got him, sort of. And we see Sean Walton back creating chaos. Wouldn't want anything less. I mean, I've said some things about this guy. Like, I'm glad that I know him
like
off the
he's
track.
The greatest racer not to win a championship.
I think the coolest thing about Sean Walton is he's able to separate what happens on the track and what happens off of it. I have a great relationship with this guy off the track. I think he's a wonderful dude, to the point where I can say whatever I want about what he does on track, and I'm so stoked to have this guy back. They're put on 2 tires, and I'm glad we're visual. 4 tires.
There we go.
Wow. And he's going to beat Bollinger off the line. It looks like Gabriel must have taken 2. All right, Mean Gene, moment of truth. You guys ready? We're going to look at something here, boys. I don't know how this works. Pull it out. Oh, it works. Look at this. Wow, this is badass.
Yeah, it is. This is Buddy Sully's magic right here. We talked about Buddy Sully being a sponsor. This could be on your broadcast. If you would like it, contact Buddy Sully. And if the price is right, Bob Barker, you could have this.
Ding, ding, ding. As Nate Lesko, quick fuel stop. And I think what quick means is, what's so cool too is Buddy, like, excuse me, programs all this like himself. This isn't what iRacing says. So I'm assuming quick means not a full tank. So we see a drive-through no stop for Bly. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, but nothing too crazy besides the tire service that we see from Rayshawn Wakefield, and below him would have been Bollinger. So that's going to be interesting.
To the left a little bit.
I'm trying to.
Just an inch.
I'm going to try, and if it explodes my computer, just know that I tried. No, just know that I went down. I died doing what I
Look, man, I know word got out. I just bought Smoking Joe a new mic. I'm not buying you a new computer. Yeah, hell yeah. Kevin Kyle bought me a new mic.
Oh,
a year
nice
ago.
of you.
Remember? You were
Yeah.
part of that conversation.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, the Blue Yeti. So I gifted Vulpis. I gifted Smoke and Joe one.
That's really cool, Joe.
It's your money anyway. We'll just take it out of your check. It's fine.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, see, I tried to do something and then it did. Oh God, what did I do, Mean Gene?
What did you do?
I'm gonna move that back.
All right, well,
we'll figure it
now,
out. I
speaking
promise.
of, yeah, let's go back to this race. Now, 16 guys decided they stayed out. Top car that did pit looks like Eric Gambrell, and he took 2 tires. Sean Walton going to be the first car that took 4 tires, and we see him and Gambrell on that 9th row. Up front, Vulpis, Applegate. Now, Sunday's race that we saw at Auto Club just yesterday, it was a hotter track. It was daytime, 127-degree temperature. Tires, you needed them new every time. Here today, 107-degree track temperature, a little bit more believable, gonna get cooler as the night goes on.
Exactly, that's the big thing.
And I think track position is going to be more important.
I agree.
We only saw one guy, Zach, really commit to the bottom on Sunday, Jose Medina, and he was running top 10 at the end of every fuel run. Here we go. Joe Vulpis going to get the jump over Grant Applegate. Applegate not going anywhere, and now that Ford on the that Chevy on the outside showing some Toyota-like speed. Speaking of Toyotas, Kevin Kyle in third. Down there on that apron, diving it down, Jay Stinson. Calvin Smith, top rookie, in 5th. Wyatt Mickelson and Ryan Hollar, that team together. Look at Calvin Smith. We're 3 wide. He's in the middle.
We got some good stuff here. KK is going to have a golden opportunity here if these drivers stay side by side. Oh, into the wall. Goes Calvin. Oh, no.
Hold it, Calvin. No, here comes Nick Mills. He won't wreck you. It's okay.
Oh, that 980.
Down in front of Parham.
It looks still damaged. I think he's trying to figure out what exactly is going on inside that race car. Is Calvin Smith.
Now Beverly had to slow down as well. Look at Walton slowing. That whole middle lane. Oh, Walton, he's going to get touched by the 10 of Lesko.
What about 5 wide?
Kelvin going the wrong way.
Oh, this is crazy. Calvin, I think, backed out of it. He doesn't know what's going on with his car right now. He's waiting for the double caution. Here comes. So big wreck, big wreck.
Oh, and that's Novella. Oh, and in comes the 916 with contact. John Beverly with contact. The 912 of Jerry Massengill in contact. And Beverly comes to a complete stop. Oh, and look, it must be a steak buffet.
Is it still going on?
Yeah, it's finally over.
Oh, okay. So I think it started pretty far up in the field. Let's take a look up here. Okay, let's see what happens here.
You want me to get the Louis angle for you?
Yeah, we might need that. Oh no. Oh no. As it's Novella.
That Nick Mills Novella.
I think that's Austin Thompson.
And then look at the middle right there. Oof.
Oh, Tony Iverson. Whoa.
And Parham, the 19 coming in. There's Eric Thornton, the 1.
Try to get a wider shot here. This was a 2 or 3, maybe 3 different wrecks happening at once.
909 of Cody Dorsey gets involved.
Jeez, I'm trying to. This was a confusing one. You see the 83 back there?
Yeah.
Let's go on board with Tony Iverson. He had a really good view of the beginning. Oh my God, did you see that? Watch. Okay, keep your eye right here, me and Jane. Keep your eye on Steve Lewis only. Ready?
Oh, I've got a Louis cam right here, bud.
Okay, so
yeah, I got the Louis cam. That was Bill Beltram, the 33. He said, "Hey, Louis."
And he just did it to him?
He did it.
All right,
He did the thing.
All right, we got your camera up on the right side.
Oh, no, I'm not ready for it. I'm not.
Oh, whenever you're ready, I want to see the Louis cam. But okay, let's go on board real quick.
I'll bring it back in.
I want to go on board with Tony here, because I think he had a good view of what happened. What exactly went wrong here? 3 wide in front of Tony right there. You see the sideways race car, and it's just mayhem there. A lot of the guys, Mean Gene, who elected to do it, whether it be a short pit stop or a 4-tire pit stop, are paying for it in this wreck. As Iverson, I think he might have the C's part for him here. He does.
All right.
Louis cam?
You can kick me.
All right, Louis cam time.
This is better than the Louis cam. This is the whole cam.
Okay,
this is everything that happened.
Hit it.
So, yeah, look at the 30, the 88 of Louis up at the top. You can see the 50C, the 56 of Novella, and then the 20 of Nick Mills, and right ahead of him, watch Nick Mills, little rub on the 922, continues to rub, and then it all goes wild. Louis can't get, and then Louis trying to get control, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make it out of here without getting hit by anybody."
Oh,
and then it's like, okay, now it's over.
Brutal hits. One more angle we'll look at, me and Gene. This is Collin Bollinger's view of the entire incident. It just never ended, did it?
No.
That's a pretty good scope of just how long of a wreck that was. So no fast repairs here, correct? So that is going to be a massive wreck here. I think very important here, Auto Club, even on those restarts where they're relatively early, we're going pretty fast here. So it's not common to be in a wreck here and not have race altering damage at the very least, as it looks like that has affected at least 15 race cars.
Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on who has that damage and who's taking the longest to get those repairs, but pretty much Nick Mills up into the 922 there, causing that first part of that wreck. Louis, the 88, got contact, then loses control later, and we see second cars starting to have issues trying to not get involved. So back on the track, top 6 cars all pitted on lap 14. They're staying out. Those guys took right side only. But look at your leader there. Collin Bollinger took 4 tires, and now he's in the lead. Behind them, you can see Austin Thompson, first car to pit there on that wreck. Took 2 tires only.
Yep.
Kevin Kyle, he took 4. Walton came in again. Why not? Just for gas.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Interesting.
He's only in 10th.
Vulpis with 4, Stinson 4. Yeah, so 4 tires, King, and clearly these guys having enough tires to be willing to put them on this early. This has got to be the earliest we've ever seen. But Tony Iverson, by the virtue of really this chaos here, right behind Collin Bollinger, 1-3. Is it a year ago?
Yep. Exactly. All right, going back into it. Here we go. Collin Bollinger with the jump over Michael Matta. Good start. Gonna bring Tony Iverson on the inside row with him. Right behind him, you can see Case of Beer making good speed. And we're gonna go 3 wide right away. Yeah, and he ain't playing up there on top. Good. Yeah, let's go 4 now. You look at that. Tom Lester trying to hold into the middle. You can see Kevin Kyle. Kyle going to let off just a little bit. Let's Lester back up. Sean Walton. He's got a guy right there on his backside. Sean, be careful, buddy.
This is some craziness on these restarts. He had someone right there. And yeah, you see KK. Look at Kevin Kyle working that outside right there, just above the 923 of Thompson, doing a great job there as KK in those fresh tires. One thing I'm wondering here, me and Gene, will these tires matter? Will KK have an advantage over someone like Collin Bollinger?
Austin Thompson's in that black and white car. That thing is awesome, dude. It's got like a B on the front. That's a sweet ride.
That's a good looking car, and he is also in the midst of his welcome to the NBA moment right now.
Yep, Kevin Kyle 3 wide with with Swingle and Walton. Kyle lets off again. Here comes Austin and Grant Applegate to go 3 wide with Sean Walton. Phantom, the 97, gonna dive it down to the bottom. We're 3 wide, 3 deep. It's never as much fun as it can be at Auto Club. Walton touching Austin again.
Buddy Sully round. We got a big one again.
The 51 of Mickelson. He's not having a good one.
Oh, no, Mean Gene.
Yes. My.
Boys, chill out. All right, Buddy Sully. I wonder where the wreck started. Could it have been this 4 wide situation?
Yeah, I got it right there.
Let's take a look here. As here we are, 4 wide, Sully. Look, that's Stinson on the inside. Oh, man.
19 of Parham, 21 of Sully, 51 of Mickelson, 24 not Colin, the other B that's on the same team, Bolander.
Well, see, okay, I mixed up Stinson and Parham, you mixed up Bolander and Bollinger. So that was mostly Buddy Sully at first. I mean, Buddy Sully just really much a victim of that situation. Just not enough real estate. Let me see if I can find out what else happened there. Let me look at Parham.
You want to kick it over to me for a minute?
Yeah.
I got this great angle of this.
Let's take a look. Go for it.
Yeah, so you can see from the back coming in. I got my camera on the 51 of Mickelson.
Okay.
Mickelson there on the third lane. Watch Buddy Sully come up, as does. So the 19, he comes up later, but Buddy is just plowing a little bit. And then let's get into some net code. Buddy comes down. And here comes the 93 as well. Boom. A little bit more of a wreck. Oh, the 83 plows into
Zack
the front
Clawson.
end of Mickelson. Got Farmer.
Got farmed. And then taking the grass route, that pink grass, smart right there. All right, third caution is happened fast.
So brutal right there. And that is going to open up our pits again for these guys to make adjustments. Hopefully the cars that have light damage going to get the opportunity to make those simple repairs, whereas we're going to see a whole lot of work that's going to be needing to be done on the other vehicles. Still waiting to see big names, just like last week. We saw some big names taken out early. And once again, we're looking at names that you are familiar with. Wyatt Mickelson, one of our playoff drivers from last year, Matt Novella, Michael Wolf, all guys that had great runs last week or over their careers, finding themselves in trouble. Now, a couple of pieces of paperwork here. It looks like Matt Novella has parked that number 56. So the 56 Chevrolet of Novella done for the day. Too much damage. Off to the infield care center, Brian Cowart in that 916 Ford. So Brian also a victim of Auto Club, finding himself off to the infield care center as well. So hopefully we'll hear from those guys a little bit later in the broadcast. We do have some cars rolling out of the pits doing their best to stay on that lead lap. I'm looking at the 93 there of Dalter Connor, as he is going to manage to stay on that lead lap, but we've still got plenty of guys. Looks like Zack Clawson finally rolling, but Zack, you got 6 guys: Calvin Smith, Dakota Bly, John Beverly, Michael Wolf, Wyatt Mickelson, Bill Beltram, all still in the pits.
Dang.
Looks like Dakota and Calvin finally rolling.
Not Wyatt.
Maybe they'll
not
get
Michael.
out ahead.
J-Bev out of here.
Matta.
Oh, just
Is he
missed
going to do it?
I think he just missed it.
Yeah.
It's
Michael
not often
Wolf's
to where
getting
you're
there.
behind it and they tell you to go ahead of it, right? Oh, maybe.
Well, he is the commissioner.
He is
can
the
just hit that
admin.
button.
Give yourself a way around, buddy. No one complain.
If you got an admin box, bing.
Oh, damn. That's going to be a lap
Yep.
down from J-Bev. Nothing hurts more than that, because not only do you go a lap down, you don't get the extra time to fix the car.
Yes. It pisses me off so much
it's the
when
worst.
I see that happen to other people.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I don't personally know what that feels like. I don't know what that
No.
feels like frequently at
No.
all.
No. I usually take about 6 seconds of damage on my
Yeah.
front bumper, but
that.
other than that, not a big problem.
Yeah,
All right, now
that.
check out these names up front. Now, you might be wondering, who was fast at Auto Club last year? Tony Iverson won, Grant Applegate second, and Nate Lesko took third. Look up front this year, Nate Lesko running in fourth. So he is back into that mix. Case of Beer and Michael Matta, those are a couple of teammates. Richard Swingle, we saw him go over on a super speedway, a draft track, very similar to this, take a win on a Sunday morning in a Next Gen Cup, and then add in Bollinger, Tom Lester, a lot of winners at the front. Pace car out of the way, into the restart zone, 3, 2, 1, away we go. Collin Bollinger with the jump, got Nate Lesko right behind him. Outside lane, Tom Lester trying to make it work with the 73, a Case of Beer, side by side with his buddy. Swingle off the pace just a little bit, 5th car outside lane, getting that push from Grant Applegate, and then that beautiful black and white 923 of Austin Thompson. He's still trying to make that bottom lane roll. Thompson awful close to Applegate. Those guys are teammates. Remember, Grant Applegate, last year, he was part of the Racing Tyrant. This year, 5 minutes before Charlotte, Zack, 5 minutes before they dropped the flag, he said, "Hey, boys, thanks for the titles. I appreciate you pushing me to the win. I'm starting my own team. Peace out, bro." Took
Yep.
Nick Mills with him, got Austin Thompson on that team as well. So Grant's put together a team of killers, but he left behind a team of assassins. So can't wait to see more and more people out there racing. Well, look like Ryan Hollar's making some moves again in the front of that pack.
Great to see Ryan Hollar piecing together another week again. I mean, not to say that it was anything close to a fluke last week. He did a phenomenal job all race, and love to see him picking up where he left off. But man, you can tell right here as Applegate goes 3 wide with Kevin Kyle, you really got to pick and choose your moments here. These wrecks have been frequent.
Barham just touched.
Oh, look at Thornton. Look at Thornton.
Yeah, that's who he touched. He touched Thornton, got Thornton a little bit loose.
Yeah, he did. He got him all types of upset. Thornton spent the entire corner trying to recover from that. Wasn't really able to hit the wall, and then with the testicular fortitude to pull up in front of Thornton. Oh, Thornton not able to get to him as Nick Bill's going to play some defense.
Yeah, Nick Bill's racing hard after his early contact that he's had as well. Got Nick Iverson, who's running well again, is in 15th place. Iverson didn't take any extra repair on that card, so I expect him to be running well. 3 wide, all up and down this track. We got 32 cars on the lead lap. Kenneth Redinger making moves. He's swerving up ahead of Eric Gambrell. He ain't worried. Right there, though, how about this? Grant Applegate and Kevin Kyle, they're having a party, and nobody else is invited as they are ripping that rail. And that's what I'm talking about. He touches it, doesn't lose too much speed. But, Zach, name a guy in the league that does that better.
I know, it's so true. There really is no one who can even come close to it. And I think it really is to the point, Mean Gene. I'm not sure if it's because of the way the track is hitting and Applegate is just that good, or if it's just that discouraging to see Applegate so high up, so meticulous up top. And just look at that. It's insane what he's able to do. I wonder if it kind of tells this field, well, I can't do that, so I might as well focus on the bottom, right? Why would I do the top kind of good?
Well, if you get on that long run, I think with these cooler tires, you're going to catch about 10 laps of being significantly faster. But right now it's not happening. People like this, look at that. You can see just how much acceleration he has as he zips around the outside of Case of Beer. But look at behind Case of Beer, Kevin Kyle comes up into that picture, riding the inside lane, saving those tires. And now here it is, Kevin Kyle. He's going to switch off this time. He's going high, and you can see that 18.
Watch out,
Jay Stinson cut it all the way back down. So Kevin Kyle looks like he's playing the don't
no, we got a big one.
Oh, don't do it.
Yellow flag.
The 7, Ryan Hollar.
No, Ryan, that's not what we were looking for here today.
It's the Daniel Suarez paint scheme. He said he wanted to be the next Suarez, and now he's doing it too much. He's doing the other part of Suarez.
All right. You want to kick it over to me? I'll give you that replay.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Replay. This is good practice for tomorrow. I'm going to miss you guys tomorrow.
Devil man. All right, so you can see we got a pretty far blimp photo right here. Look at Applegate up on that front left. You can see he's coming out smooth, but Case of Beer a little bit loose. Going to come down right in front of Kevin Kyle. And when that happens, the rest of the field reacts. And then the 7 right there, that's Hollar, who we're keeping an eye on. Austin Thompson on the outside of him in that black and white car. Everybody looks happy. Not a problem. 7 is in position. Joe Vulpis cuts across, and that's, I think, when it happens. Look at that. 923 just takes that air right out from under him. That's going to get Ryan loose. Back up onto the track, hoping nobody hits him, and it looks like the 7's going to survive to fight another day.
He did a wonderful job keeping that car from making it far worse. And one last angle at this I'm going to take a look at. Was there net code? It
was like he got double screwed.
Yeah.
Because, like, Vulpis is giving him dirty air. He comes up to get away from it. And then Austin Thompson is like, nah, brah.
Also, me and Gene here, let me rewind a tiny bit here. Keep your eye on the front end of the 7 of Hollar. It will happen before they make contact. So they haven't yet. Look at the front end.
Oh, he's just...
It's already coming around. And you're right. The dirty air of Vulpis probably has something to do with that as well.
Yep. And look up front. Look how close Kevin Kyle is up there racing.
Every wreck,
just,
really.
This whole race, inches away.
And
now we saw these cars make roughly 40 laps. I'm sorry, 33 laps, 34 laps on Sunday. So expect we're going to see a little bit more of the same. So we're here on lap number 34. This would have been the first scheduled gas stop had we stayed green the whole time. Now, add in another few laps, and that's what we see our leaders doing. Bollinger and Matta, they are the front row. Those two guys came in on lap 14, so they've still got about, I don't know, 14, 18, 20 laps of fuel. Now, we're all racing to that halfway point. Remember, no caution is scheduled, but lap number 50, we will award bonus points to the top 10 finishers. Behind them, I think that's what those guys, they're still going to need a pit stop, right? I mean, we're still...
Yeah, I'd assume so.
No, 15, they'll make it with the two cautions.
Yeah, I guess you're right. They would. The caution's definitely helping as long as they're being mindful of that, right? But yeah. I agree with you, but it's going to be close. And the reason I know that is because you see Bly, you see Lewis, Fritts, and a couple others, fuel only. No reason to do that unless you're 100% confident you can make it. So yeah, those guys clearly a little bit worried, but I do have to understand. And what we're also seeing, not so much Applegate, but Bollinger, horrible week last week, taken out in the first wreck. Matta, we never even saw him last week. If there's anybody who needs these stage points, it's Lowe's right now in position to take the most of them. Yeah,
and that's why I think you're right. I think that's why they're gonna stay out battling for that. Now, if you're wondering, well, who's got the freshest tires up in that front group? I would say look at Sean Walton. Walton, he took 4 tires.
Yeah, I agree.
There on lap number 25. So he's got the freshest that are that far up. Now, who pit on lap 34? You might be wondering. You can see Fritts took fuel. Lesko came down, took tires.
That would be interesting.
On lap number 34. That was his second pit stop. So going to be interesting to see what he did. Is he going to battle up to get into 10th? Because that could be a point of contention for the rest of the drivers. You can also see Cole Lewis came and took 4, as did Lewis, Swingle, Dorsey, and then some damage. Look at Dakota Bly back there. He got a little damage to that ride.
A little bit in that ally car. He has not been able to find very many allies in this race. Speaking of, if I can get out real quickly, shout out to Lowe's. Did you see that? Lowe's going to be looks like they're going to be on the 48 of Jimmy Johnson for his final ride at Daytona. That'll be very exciting to see that Lowe's paint scheme back on the track one last time. One more thing about Collin Bollinger that I think is worth mentioning, or really anyone that's pit 2 times, 1 time in this race, Gene, the trends of the race. If you're Larry Mack, right? You got to be crazy to not to think we'll have more of these cautions. We can't stay green out here.
Well, as long as you got the clean air, let's give it a go.
I get it.
I want to touch one more time. You're never going to hear me say this again. Classy move by Hendricks.
Green flag.
Johnson run that number. Okay, Collin Bollinger with the jump, and look at that. Grant Applegate right behind him, going to overtake Matta again. Grant's been on fire on these restarts.
Wow.
Grant now going to go to the high lane, get right up in front of Matta, and then Matta going to go even further, don't give me your dirty air. I'm going to race. And now Applegate making that inside lane work. He's going to pinch Collin Bollinger. Takes it to the wall. We're in a drag race. Look at that. Applegate to the door. Applegate going to get a push from Matta right here. And now he's going to rip that rail and have that exit speed. Matta losing on that exchange. Kevin Kyle going to come into the picture. Jay Stinson. Oh, and look at Kyle bring it right up in front of the 18 as Stinson. Redinger below them, Vulpis, Parham, 3 grandstand drivers, all right there, 5, 6, and 8. What a fast team, Zach.
Kevin Kyle is the definition of a no-nonsense driver. Since mid-2025, he is a predictable driver in the way that he's not going to give you anything. He's going to take everything he can, and there's nothing wrong with that when you're, again, consistently that way. And I love the way KK drives. We've interviewed him so many times, Gene, and we've heard his complaints, we've heard his grievances about how he feels like he's raced, and now he is finally taking it into his own hands, and he's racing them the same way as he does there. My goodness, Kevin Kyle into the wall, though. Little bit too aggressive there. 4 wide, this might be bad.
Yeah, and here comes the 35 of Walton. He's swerving left and right. Now he's right into the back. Oh, my, of Justin Parham gives him a push. The Iverson comes up and whacks Kevin Kyle, says, get back up to speed, son. This is California.
This is California Speedway, the home of speed. This place is as fast as Gambrel. Oh, no.
Gambrel. And everybody's on the brakes.
You might stay green here. Oh, we were not going to stay green here.
Nope. No, Redinger, he got loose.
Me and Jim are green. That's Matthew Fritts right there in the green 48. Lots of Ally cars here, and it seems to be a bad luck curse. We are going to stay green, and that is crazy. And again, the trends of the race, Mean Gene, it's not changing. Rayshawn Wingfield, Sean Walton, what a gorgeous move that was the last time around down that front stretch. How he made that 3-wide inside, go straight out, outside, and just gives that, I think that was Stinson, a massive push. That was brilliant stuff by Walton. Walton is doing a great job of racing the track, taking what it gives him. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from the 35.
Yeah, you want to kick it over to me for a second? I'm going to show you that move,
Oh, yeah,
Sean
let's
Walton.
take it.
Yeah, Sean. This is Sean, and there was some contact there on the front. Look at that. You can see how they're swerving in front of him. They're coming down the back stretch. This is back on lap 38. And here we go. This is where the problem starts. All these guys start to slow down a little bit, and look at Walton.
Wow, threading the needle, threads it, and then watch that. He's like, okay, I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and push him, give myself the corner exit I need. That is perfect driving right there from Sean Walton.
Yeah, picks up 6 positions just like that.
Yup, and he's pretty much right where he was before he pitched. Sean Walton just outside the top 5 in 6th place now with a great, like we talked about before we went green, I think, in terms of who's in front of him, the best tire situation. Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
he was. And now he's also picking up new friends. Oh, Nick Mills and Tony Iverson with a little touch. But we're gonna stay green here. Lap 41, 10 laps until we're gonna award those top 10 drivers with those ever so important stage points. Up front, though, Zack, tires paying off. Grant Applegate is your leader. Collin Bollinger. And how about this? ARCA champ Kenneth Redinger moving up 34 spots into that third place position.
Redinger, I mean, what else would you expect from Kenneth Redinger? Glad to see that he's actually human. He showed up for the dirt race on Monday. He wasn't bad. He was far better than I was my first try, but he proved to me that he's human. So I can that gave me some peace of mind there that Kenneth Redinger can potentially be beat. And man, I'm not sure if you saw that. I'm not sure which car that was, but ultra loose on the bottom. And one thing that is surprising me and Gene, especially as like we talked about, this track is cooling off. It should be getting a little bit easier to race in theory, but these exits are ultra loose. You see it again there with Thornton.
Yeah, Nick Mills making a great cut down underneath Thornton to try to keep that move going. You know, talking about Kenneth Redinger one more time for just a second. He got 4th in that stage last week at Charlotte, gets caught up in the wreck, ends up 29th, 28 laps down. So that 42, he's definitely got something to prove. ARCA champ, we've seen him win at the cup level. So he's a guy you're going to need to keep an eye on. That whole grandstand team with Parham, Stinson, and him, lots of speed. Now, behind him, there is I mean, we got to give Joe a name. I mean, he's like a silent assassin. He's
really
not
is.
rubbing anybody. He's not wrecking anybody. But every time you look, that SOB is back up in the top 5.
Vulpis has been incredibly good, and it really is. It's not exclusive to Mondays. It's everywhere. He just hangs out, you're right, in the top 5, and then he strikes when the time is most opportune. And I'm telling you right now, these drivers, and a lot of them have spent any time around Joseph Vulpis. I mean, it only takes about 1 season to be a Kenneth Redinger, to be an Applicator, a Bollinger right now, and look at your relative and say, oh, no, I don't like seeing that 98 in 4th. Not this early.
Ooh, look at Eric Thornton and Matta.
He's struggling, Eugene.
Yeah, that wall starting to give him. You know, we saw.
There it is.
Yep. Keep it straight. What's Matta gonna do? Can he keep it from crashing?
That was nice. Nice save, Michael Matta. Those bumps are awful right there. Gonna have to get that 16 back up to speed.
Don't gamble that thing. Get back on the track, buddy.
And no, don't owns it now that you're back on the track.
Burn.
We're the nicest commentators.
Yeah, we absolutely are the nicest commentators on the air right now covering this race. Up front, Grant Applegate with just 5 laps to go. Going to be 4 at the start finish. He's still got that lead over Bollinger. Vulpis now battling Redinger. That is for 3rd. You know, that's 1 point on the stage. So Vulpis really making that run. Those guys on the same tires. In fact, Applegate, Vulpis, and Redinger all took tires on 19. Bollinger, who took tires on 14. And then Sean Walton, he took them way back when on lap number 25. So expecting to see more and more speed out of him. But right now, no surprise to me. Grant Applegate turning the fastest lap on the track.
Interesting that once he has the lead, he prefers the bottom. He went straight to the bottom right when he got that clean air. And I'm not sure if it's because of that or if Bollinger has figured something out, but that lead was as high as 0.4 seconds. It's been below a tenth of a second within the past few laps. I think Bollinger really giving everything he can for this stage win. That is some very valuable points right there for the 53 and the 14 as well. Bollinger, don't count him out yet for this stage win, Mean Gene. Tons of speed in that 53. Don't know if Vulpis will have anything to say about it. You have Redinger behind him. That was the easiest pass I've seen in Kenneth Redinger my entire life. And then Rayshawn Wingfield right there doing a great job. He's up to 5th place. He'll be collecting a nice amount of stage points after missing the first race. And we'll have to see how important those tires are. One thing I'm wondering as well, a lot of these guys picking on lap 19 for Applegate, 14 for Bollinger. Pretty good advantage there for Applegate now, like you said. But how quick are they going to pit once we finish this stage? Will it be lap 50? Will it be lap 51? Or are they going to try to run these things dry to around 55?
Very interesting. Last lap 40.3, best lap 39.7. So
not terrible.
About half a second, 0.6 of a second, maybe. So it might be worth it to push it a little further. That is lap number 49. So 2 more laps. Now, the other thing I'm wondering about with Bollinger and Applegate, it is so much about the points, but how much of it is also a proving point for Collin? We saw Collin take the championship back in season number 4, and then Applegate 5 and 6 in dominant fashion, both those championship races at Kentucky. So for Collin, this is about confidence, and this is about letting a message to Grant to tell him, hey man, I'm the man. You got you one. I got one. You got one. You got the second one. Let's play a little bit more, son. And this is it. Lap 50. The completion of this is going to award those points. While they're battling, you could also look back to Tony Iverson in 10th. That's where the points wrap up. Austin Thompson charging real hard, trying to get up to Applegate, to Iverson. Ahead of them, it looks like Lesko's happy, Mills is happy, then Stinson and Parham teammates. So I don't expect too much foolishness up there from those guys. Question is, can Thompson close on Iverson? I don't think he's going to do it. So these positions ought to be pretty static. Here we go. Taking the stage, Applegate with 10, Bollinger gets 9, Vulpis gets the 8, Redinger gets 7 points, Walton 6 points, Stinson 5, Parham gets 4, Nick Mills 3, Nate Lesko 2, and Tony Iverson gets that ever so important point for the 10th place in that stage.
And man, I don't think he's going to care too much about these points now, but look who is looked like he had just joined the party was Joseph Vulpis. And actually, no, it's not Vulpis. Who is that in between them? The 912.
That is the 912.
That's Jerry Massengill.
Yeah, Mr. Massengill. He is the first car
I thought that was Vulpis.
A lap down.
They look kind of alike, don't they? But yeah, he is the first a lap down. His I rating indicating that he may be fairly new to the oval side of things. So he's doing a great job, really. Staying out of the way, getting those lap times in, getting that experience. It's intimidating this early. It's hard to, this early in your iRacing career, whether it be, I'm making an assumption here, it may not be, be in leagues like this. So hats off to Jerry. Really, it is so much better just to not be a problem. And he is not being that. As you see Sean Walton work around him, he's being very predictable.
Yeah, but Massengill's on a hell of a good team. He's part of that Bluegrass Speed team with Grant Applegate, Austin Thompson, and
so
Nick
it's only a matter of
Mills.
time until this guy's up front.
Yeah, he's got a lot of people out there that are helping him. So yeah, do not cry. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
You're right.
Meanwhile, look at Parham and Stinson. They are just pushing each other about as hard as two guys can without having an accident. Good job there. You can see Stinson backs off in the turn. Massengill in the wall again.
Yeah, that's going to be concerning.
Oh, and here comes Thompson. Thompson hits him. And then here comes Ricky Mandela Sr. to make contact as well. Brutal.
He's being predictable, but doesn't mean he's on the pace, and that really is the nature of the beast there. I'm assuming this guy is coming over the road side of things. If he has that team beside him, and it will only be a better time until he's up front with these guys. But boy, welcome to the NBA, Massengill.
Oh, when you say he's a road guy, I immediately have PTSD of Jason Landry.
Yeah, right. And how fast does it happen? When we saw that with Jason Landry, he went from midfield to a race winner to being like, "Get out of here! You're making it boring."
Yeah, we don't.
Got a caution, Mean Gene.
Oh no! A caution.
Oh, it's
on
Tony
the-
Iverson.
Tony.
Uh-oh. Looks like a single car incident, and he's smoking. Tony Iverson's race is over. Horrible start to the season for the 13.
No way.
Let's take a look here.
Oh, he's still sideways.
What did that look like for Nate Lesko? Uh-oh. Oh, Lesko. Look at the front end of Lesko, Mean Gene. That's some pretty significant damage for Nate Lesko, two of our fastest drivers. Let's look at the onboard from Nate Lesko. Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, you're right. That's brutal.
Yeah. That's going to be tough for Nate, as this is going to be, I mean, Tony Iverson, this is such an uncharacteristic wreck for Tony Iverson. Here we go. He's loose on the bottom here, and he just overcorrects. This is not a mistake that you're used to seeing a championship contender make. There he is loose. The move here is to slide to the bottom, if anything, but he corrects it. Up he goes. Nearly over Lesko, but oh, that was way bigger contact than it looked like outside the car.
You want a before and after?
Yeah, let's see it.
Yeah, give me that can. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the front of Lesko's car. His looks great.
Yep. And there's the after.
No, that's not. Everything's fine. No. Oh, and then it bent even more after. Look. Well,
iRacing was like, that wasn't enough.
there wasn't enough. You need more damage. Poor man.
That is unfortunate. Oh, man. And yeah, here's one more look at it from Lesko, and really just listen in here, folks. This is a big hit for the 10 of Lesko. Yeah. I mean, not anything compared to Tony Iverson. His day is OVER.
Now, the wheel wells look fine, though.
They do. You're right. That may be repairable. Hopefully, I mean, Mean Gene, if that's engine damage, if there is any track that you cannot afford it, and I'm even talking including Daytona and Talladega, because at least you have the draft there. If he has engine damage, it's over for Lesko as well. But look at Tony Iverson's 13 Racing Tyrant car. That thing is totaled.
Yeah. Not what he wants to see. Looks like Austin Thompson also.
Look at the top three.
Let me pull back here.
It's going to be the best restart yet.
Oh my word! Hey, dude, give me that camera, dude. I'm gonna show you this.
Let's see.
This is Austin Thompson coming into the pits. He's like him and Mandela. They're close. They're friends. Everything's fine.
This is what pros
What
do.
could possibly go wrong?
That's not funny. That's not funny. Oh no. That is some iRacing BS if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, because it looked like they you should have been.
Yeah, they
in the
did all the
pit.
things. I did that to Zabik a couple of weeks ago. I mean, Gene, I felt so bad. I saw him like coming into his pits, and I was like, okay, I'll go into the box, and I was in the boxes, and it still spun him out, and I was fine.
Yeah, Austin's like,
fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, and Ricky's like, go to hell.
Sure you didn't. We really needed that time on pit road, didn't we, buddy?
Ricky lost 15 spots.
Oh my God, probably gonna fix some damage. 4 drivers out this race, down to Mickelson. I'd assume Iverson will not be rejoining Massengill in the pits as well.
Yeah, Mickelson off to the infield care center. That's no good.
That's a shame. A lot of drivers that were, I mean, mainstay championship contenders, but also someone like Mickelson, who was probably our Tom Lester of last year, right? Like, I wouldn't even want to say most improved, but such a breakout driver, so much fun to watch. Mickelson with a really rough start to the season. Tony Iverson going to be digging himself out of a hole for the first half of the season. That's a guarantee. And now this field really shrinking. And not just that, look at how many cars right now on this camera shot you can see are coming out of the pits after what that means, as we have one to go until we go green, is damage repair. They are accepting that penalty. There'll be a single file restart behind those guys. Man, we probably have 17 healthy race cars left?
Let's see, because the other fascinating thing to me is position 4 back. Those guys came in and took tires and fuel.
Oh, this is so bad.
Casabir, Swingle, and Steve Lewis, they stayed out.
Yep.
They last took tires on 34.
See you on the other side,
what
Major.
happens. Into the restart, away we go. The 73
Nice
with a good
piece of
start.
beer.
Swingle on the outside, getting the push from Grant Applegate. Steve Lewis looking for help from Reddinger, down on the bottom, not getting it yet. Joe Vulpis rounding out your top 5. Case of beer, bringing it into turn number 1. Swingle going to dive it down to the apron. Applegate staying up on that rail just like we're used to. Steve Lewis, he's going to smash into the back of Richard Swingle and wonder why Swingle's mad, but he does it anyway. 3 wide with Vulpis. Vulpis into Swingle, touches Redinger. Vulpis gets by clean. Crazy racing here, Zach.
Yeah, and you got to get it while the getting's good, and you really don't want to be around those really old tire cars. Case of beer with a phenomenal restart to be able to put himself in front of that, get himself some clean air. That's going to buy him maybe a lap or two before Applegate can get to him. But Applegate, he took the chance. He went all the way to the wall, like you said, unsurprisingly. He even got to glance the wall. Didn't matter per usual, but I think someone who, like you said, did just as well. The guy now using the outside, Joseph Vulpis. Look out for the 98.
Vulpis up into third right now. Swingle really riding that high side with those old tires, but getting ate alive by the guys that have 20 lap tires. Swingle already falling back into 9th, and he is in a free fall right now like a Russian paratrooper without a net. Up front, Jonathan Case Beer, and then Vulpis and Applegate side by side. Both these guys on freshies. So that's a great drag race. As Applegate says, wait, that's my line. Vulpis says, nah, I got it, dude. You can relax. I'll just run this high line. And now Vulpis says, dirty air for you.
Shuts the door. My God, yeah, beat it like Michael Jackson. That was insane. Joseph Vulpis giving Grant Applegate, really, if we're being honest, a taste of his own medicine right there. Really cutting his nose off in the entry of that corner. What a move by Vulpis. Now I think it's really borrowed time here for Case of Beer. Is going to try to hold on this lead, really use air to his advantage, and Vulpis, like we know with these next-gen cars, he's got to make this quick or Applegate's going to take advantage of them both.
That's what I give Vulpis for that move right there.
I do too. That's a golf clap move indeed.
Oh, yeah, he got her done. Meanwhile, other drivers of interest, we can see that Steve Lewis has dropped back into 8th on those old tires. Case of Beer trying to hold on. He's ripping that outside lane, but we've seen the outside lane, no match for new tires. Vulpis with the slide job right up into the lead, gonna take over that first place position. Case of Beer second, Applegate third, Redinger, Stinson, and Parham. Grandstand Racing 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's go. Nick Mills, Bolander, Louis holding on, Collin Bollinger rounding out your top 10. Boy, look at the battle right there between the 24 and the 88 of Steve Lewis. Louis trying to hold on with those older tires, and that outside lane, just no match. Oh, and look at Walton. Walton's going to go 3 wide with Louis. Do it.
I was going to say he's lucky to be who he's around because Bolander is such a clean driver, but those same brakes will not be cut for you by Sean Walton or Collin Bollinger. But right now, yeah, and it's an entire team that is just absolutely surrounding Steve Lewis. There's not going to be much he's going to be able to do about this. He's being smart, using that top. That's how you keep momentum. The bottom, I think, is the preferable line right now, but Lewis, with those older tires, if he can't hit it, that penalty will be so much worse. So that's a smart, conservative thing to do. Make them work their way around you on the bottom. Lewis doing a phenomenal job. I mean, really all of them are. You can even give credit to Swingle, who's only down to 14th, and he has also kept that 97 clean. So that is the important part. I think they were hoping for another early caution, not getting it so far, as Vulpis holding on to this lead. Side by side are Case of Beer and Applegate. Applegate, I think, going to rip the top like, oh, he's not going to have to. So now Applegate has some clean air to try to get back to Vulpis. Vulpis, though, don't forget, he sat on the pole for this race. He was the fastest qualifier. This is not out of the ordinary. He should be doing this, and he is back in control of this race.
Yeah, doing his best to hold it off. Hey, I'm looking at the YouTube channel right now. Hope you guys are having a good time watching this race. If you want to see more of this, make sure you are subscribed to the Vortex Racing Network, and you can get all the live action 5 nights a week, 4 series, 4 leagues, 6 different series. Big shout out to Rusty Rafferty. He's not able to race here today with us, but Quantum Contender mainstay on Thursday nights. He's watching out there. And hey, look at that. Michael Wolf got him a fan out there. Grant Humphrey giving him a shout out.
The Wolf
Ryan Holla got the mama out there. The Wolfpack. I love that. Oh, yeah. Wolfpack represent. I can see Ms. Hollar out there pulling her son on, last week's winner. And there's Brandon Guerin. That's our Thursday night admin as well. So lots of people out there having a good time watching this channel. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Means a lot. Seeing the sub count go up, whether it be the track guides or these broadcasts. Wonderful to have all you guys with us. Me and Gene have way too much fun in these booths together on Monday. So you guys are gonna, I almost can guarantee you have just as much fun with us if you continue to watch, and you'll get the inside jokes the longer you watch it. As Redinger, my goodness, he is up to second place in front of Applegate. I guess it's time for Redinger to start doing Redinger things. And man, we've been talking a lot about grandstand racing here today, me and Gene, Justin Parham, Justin Parham, Kenneth Redinger, and you have Stinson on that team as well. They are the defending champions of Wednesday's now SWC Cup Series. The Truck Series last year, absolutely dominant was that team.
Boy, Grant Applegate fading the wrong way. You can see Chase Stinson got by him. Grant trying to hold on. How about Case of Beer, the 73? Looks like the tires have equaled out now. And so Applegate now able to run with these guys on that they have fresher tires. But he only fell back to about 6th now with that big move by Parham. Parham now plowing up the track, almost touches Grant, holds it on, and gonna get in front of Case of Beer. Here comes the 24 of Andrew Bolander. He and Bollinger now gonna split the 73 of Case of Beer. This thing wild, and here comes Sean Walton with the dive. Boy, all this pack right here, tires starting to wear out. Different speeds, different entry angles. But once again, Zach, it's all about the exit speed and what you can do on a straightaway. Look at Nick Mills with that exit speed.
It's so true. And really what the exit speed does as well is it keeps you on the offense. Being on defense is so frustrating here at Auto Club, and you can lose positions in bunches. Like we always say, you have to pick and choose your moments. Man, that was so loose for the 19 of Parham. I don't know how he kept that together. It was the 18's dirty air just absolutely shot up to him. That was a huge moment, and you're starting to see more and more of that as this race goes on. The pace picks up, and these guys start to find their lanes they want. Oh my God, Sean Walton, what are you doing?
No, he's doing fine. People are just in his way.
I meant that in a good way. That was nuts. He went bottom to top. I wish it had worked, honestly.
Yeah, but now he falls back. And this is the momentum of this track. You think you've done a good move. You make up 3 or 4 spots, but then you lose so much speed making those moves. And here he is again, Walton trying to get back up to speed to close the gap on the drivers in front of him. It's going to take that constant ride with those inches, finding that exit speed so that you can really make a run up on onto that group. 11 cars, all separated by 2 seconds. Eric Gambrell kind of fading a little bit from that pack, as is Hollar. Then you got Steve Lewis, Kevin Kyle, and Farmer still got that thing on the straight and narrow. That little group of 3 is Farmer. I can't tell if he's trying to wreck Louis or Kevin Kyle right there, but that was exciting.
And we also have a new leader, Kenneth Redinger, making easy work of Joseph Vulpis. Be hard to believe that these guys all pit on the same lap. Redinger has unlocked something. My goodness, has that 42 found a new level in the past few laps. He's about a 10th at least faster than the rest of the field right now. Redinger, a rocket ship. I wonder if are they up to something, Mean Gene? We have to go in the cockpits now because it's Joseph Vulpis competing for a win. Okay, but under. Is he using the clutch?
No.
It'll be way too early. He's shifting. So it shouldn't be happening. Please.
Hey, kick it over to me and I'll show you after this, and I'll show you that pass, and we can see exactly the way that he did it. So we're looking inside. He's clutching it. Joe's doing things.
I freaking knew it. I knew it. So it's Applegate 2, and then let's send it over to you. Let's check Applegate. Let's see if it's just Redinger. Okay, I don't think you'd be that high if you're saving.
Nope.
It's just Vulpis.
Joe doing Joe things.
All right, what are you up to, me and Gene? Let's see this.
So this is the pass right here. Joe Vulpis was in the lead. And you can see Redinger goes up high. Vulpis using the apron, also saving the fuel. Redinger sees that opening, did that early apex.
Beautiful.
To allow him that long run. This is the exit speed. He's going to sneak right on by Joe and carry that momentum straight through. Joe not giving him a battle because he is in fuel-saving mode.
Maybe even Redinger recognizing that as he was catching Vulpis, thinking maybe he's saving fuel. Best way to make that pass on him and make it easy on yourself, take away the fuel-saving line, the bottom, put Vulpis in a bad situation. Exactly what he did there. Timed up that corner perfectly outside to inside. Redinger, one of the more intelligent race car drivers you will see. But Vulpis, he'll be fun to follow. 29 laps to go. I always wonder, I don't know. I don't always agree with why when Vulpis does this. Mean Gene, I get it. I get it. He's better at it than me, and that's why I don't do it as often as him. But I can say personally, yellows out, and I guess that's out the window now. And that's part of the reason right there. And two, he has race-winning speed today. So I don't fully understand it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Don't
so
see
we're
why
gonna
that yellow's out.
No, we're going to have to give an investigation here of this caution.
Yeah. I see Lesko far further back in the field than he should be. Let me rewind Lesko. I just don't understand why Lesko would be that far back. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's something in front of him. But it's not Lesko. Could it have been? Oh, there it is. It looks like it was Fritts, but no. Is Hollar still here?
Oh, I hear Farmer on the radio.
Oh my God, it was huge.
I hear Farmer on the radio.
Him and Sanders. I think we lost a little bit of this due to the nature of the field size here. Oh, he just gets loose, actually. Sander he pulled a Tony Iverson. He's going to be coming back up the track, promise you, when he reappears. And I don't think this is what Sanders saw. But man, yeah, Farmer's done. That was a massive hit. See you next Monday, Farmer.
Oh no. What did Farmer do? He just came right back up on the track.
Yeah, I'm not sure if maybe he lost connection or if we did. I'm not sure what the situation there was. There's the whole field.
I'm having the same problem.
Besides a few. Okay, then must have been on his end, which is even more unfortunate. Vulpis and Applegate electing to stay out. No surprise with Vulpis. A little bit of a surprise with Applegate, but oh man, Mean Gene, as if this thing could get any messier.
Kick it over to me. I'll show you Jack Sanders' adventure. So Farmer went down. Farmer made contact with Kevin Kyle, went down in the grass, came back on. This is from Jack Sanders' perspective. Everything looks good. Farmer gets loose. Where'd he go, Bob?
This is a jump scare.
Now you
coming
see
up.
him.
Yep.
Now you see him. Now you know. Surely you won't.
Oh my God! It doesn't get any scarier than that.
Where'd he go? Which way did he go?
Oh my
George?
goodness!
Yes, beautiful. All right, poor Jack Sanders, as he is victimized, as is Farmer. You don't ever want to see yourself blink out. But unfortunately, that's exactly the situation that we saw there. Now, this is going to help Joe Vulpis' strategy of fuel, or it's going to blow it out the window. Either way, he still finds himself up in the lead because he is one of the top 8 cars that chose not to come down and come into the pits. So top 8 cars staying out. The one I really stare at is Richard Swingle. Swingle last pit on lap 34. And he is still out there. I guess track position more important to him as he's pushing it. Now behind him, you can see, no, here comes Swingle now finally bringing it down into the pit. Behind them top cars that did pit, you're going to see Parham, Stinson, Bollinger. That's that beautiful Buddy Sully clip right there, showing you that statistic of who came out, took tires. And Parham and Stinson going to be up at the top of that group that pit on 73. Collin Bollinger, Rayshawn Walton also making that same move. But again, those top 7 cars choosing to stay out instead of coming down. That's going to give the lead to Vulpis side by side with Applegate. This is going to be a heck of a battle. Tom Lester, Kevin Kyle, Colonel Sanders, and Ricky Mandela Sr. Ricky got that thing back up into 6th after that contact that he had down in the pits.
Yeah, these guys' days are becoming very long. It's kind of giving me some vibes of last Tuesday over in the BRL, where so many guys were like, well, their day's over, and then before we know it, they're back in contention to win the race. Seeing something similar here today, your day is never over till it's over. I personally, Vulpis and Applegate, pretty much everyone who stayed out, they need one thing and one thing only, and it's one more caution, and they need to come out at a very specific time. It's about 10 laps from now is when they'd love to see it, and they will virtually be probably competing for this win amongst themselves. But if that caution doesn't come, boy, oh boy, are they sitting ducks.
Fuel.
Yeah,
hey, how about this? Looking at YouTube, Evan Stewart giving a shout out for...
Oh, what up, Evan?
Austin. Yeah, he's giving a shout out for Austin Thompson here. So, more fans. Good to see you out there, Evan.
Miss you, Evan.
Evan, of course, giving it a good run on Sunday, but came up a little short.
Whoa. Look at that outside lane right away.
Side by side. Applegate battling him. Doesn't want to give up the outside lane. Applegate still at the quarter panel. of Joe Vulpis. Tom Lester down on the apron, second car, trying to push. Jack Sanders off the pace. Jack Sanders fading back, 4 wide. Redinger, Sanders, Parham, and then Ricky Mandela. Mandela gets clear. Parham gets off the throttle to avoid the problem. He's fading back just a little bit, but watch out for Sanders. That number 5 or that number 25 was a little bit slow on that restart. He's down on the apron now. Hopefully he's going to get her back up to speed.
Redinger's loose. How did he save that?
Oh, Kevin Kyle into the back of the 25. These are former teammates.
There's so much going on. Redinger just lost about 10 positions, getting loose on the bottom there, and we've seen that a lot. That bottom line gets so treacherous, especially if you have a few cars in front of you. Oh, Lester too deep into 1 and 2. He's gonna have to check up, and he's got a lot of cars to be able to take advantage of that. Jack Sanders, like you said, really, really poor restart, but man, has he recovered well. Doing a good job protecting that 25. Bollinger, one to watch right now. He's doing a great job on those newer tires. He is carving through this field the quickest. Bollinger can give himself a chance to win this race.
Keep an eye also on the 78. Well, he's at that same level, directly behind Kevin Kyle. With Collin Bollinger in that group. Those 3 cars all pushing forward right now. Behind them, Sean Walton. He's splitting traffic. He's going to go 3 wide. He's going to cut down hard. And look at that entry. He's got plows up the track just a little bit, getting close to Ricky Mandela. Then he's going to fire off. And there he is. He says, hey, Jack Sanders, give me a push, bro.
Need it now. Oh, Eric Thornton. Thornton gonna come down. These guys really starting to understand what these pushes do for a race car, me and Gene. A few cars grazing the wall on entry there. Man, one thing I'm worried about with Mandela, I'm not sure if it, oh, the 18 and the 35 get together, sliding up the track. Oh boy, was that close with Stinson and Walton, and now
look at Gambrel. Look at Gambrel.
Look at Walton as he gets into Gambrel. I don't even know how he knew that was open.
What
that was insane.
The wall. Look at him on the wall.
Just rip the wall. Why not? Are you kidding me, Sean Walton? We missed you. He's on the wall, Gambrel. Walton has no momentum. He's going to get the shove from Zack. No, he's not. No one wants to shove him. Nope. Matta forced to.
There it is.
Oh, my goodness.
And then down into front of Mills, and Mills hits Matta. Wow. Oh, wow.
The 7 of Hollar. Slide to the track.
Oh, 3 wide. Hollar, hold on, buddy.
I don't think he knew Mills was going to make that situation 3 wide. He may have learned it a little bit late. He had to check up there, lost some position. Eric Gambrel just having a hard time finding any sort of clean air. You see Eric Thornton, he's been in the middle of everything today. I cannot imagine he's in a great mood. And man, the 18 and the 19, Parham and Stinson, those 2, they've had some adventures as well. Everywhere or any restart, this part of the field has been chaos. But one thing, yeah, where is Mandela now? I'm wondering, Minji, I'm not sure if that rule applies here, but he did change lanes before we got the start-finish line. I hope that's not a rule here, so Mandela doesn't have to serve any penalties because he's doing a phenomenal job in 6th place.
Ooh, meanwhile, a little bit of paperwork. Zack Clawson has been taken to the infield care center.
Caution out, me and Gene.
Is out.
Trying to find it for you. Another mystery caution. Kind of cute how our data didn't know Zack Clawson like spun 1,000 times before this, but I'm not seeing anything. Are you?
Look at Mandela and Kevin Kyle.
We can watch this instead. Were they doing some cute stuff? Let's see.
No, okay, maybe not. They're talking to each other.
Oh, they're talking. Yeah, I don't see anything. I'm wondering if maybe we got a half spin through a corner. I'm not even seeing anyone who isn't where they should be in terms of track position. So we will just go ahead and assume that the flagman needs to pee, which
there
happens.
You go.
So I guess we can talk about our sponsor a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about KK Woodscapes.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what?
You got that?
I'll hit the commercial. Yeah, I'll hit the commercial. There we go, folks.
All right.
We only work with the finest woods, the finest tools.
Yeah, enjoy it.
We sand the wood here at KK Woodscapes. We stir the paint with a wooden stick here at KK Woodscapes. And then we brush the wood with a wooden brush here at KK Woodscapes. And when it's all said and done, we have these perfectly manicured nails. Put the plaques in the trophies, in the envelopes, ship them to your box, and on your way to you to commemorate your special day. Got wood, KK Woodscapes.
with, oh, I didn't realize I wasn't even talking the whole time. KK Woodscapes is a proud and amazing sponsor here of the MRL Cup Series, as well as several other of our series over here on VRN. We are so lucky to have him. So whether it's your first win, a iRacing accomplishment, or just needing some woodwork done, something like a table or a shelf, I'm actually personally going to text Kevin tonight. Been meaning to for a while, to be completely honest, about building some shelves for my trophy case. Most of those are made by Kevin himself. He does fantastic work. He can do custom designs, which I think is an awesome thing that a lot of people forget about. If you have something in mind that you specifically wanted for your accomplishment, on track, off track, whatever it is, he can work with you to create that and make it come to life. All you have to do is look at his Instagram and you'll see all the amazing things that he's created, including the last trophy he made, which was a really amazing, I guess you could say, replica or even homage of the NASCAR Cup Series trophy that includes what looks like squiggles, but is actually all the different race layouts, all the different track layouts that they visited that day. Kevin Collin made a custom version of that, but it was the actual series that the trophy was commemorating, not the Cup Series. It was not a direct replica. So that is a good example of how great Kevin is. Bottom right of your screen, you can scan that with your phone. That will take you to his Instagram, so you can follow him, check out more of his stuff, and contact him if you want him to make a trophy, a table, anything to commemorate your special event, or just to make your place look better.
Oh, yeah. Kevin putting out some sweet work. Hey, I'm looking at that YouTube. How about this? Justin Sumner giving us a shout here tonight.
Oh,
Hates he missed the race. Yeah, Rusty Rafferty said he had to work. This city makes him want to drink a case of beer.
That made me kind of nervous, me and Jim. Got a big audience out there. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, Evan Stewart thinking Joe Vulpis might be getting that dub.
And we are chaos, boys.
Back under green. Yeah, look at Gambrel already in the middle of a 4-man train. Never been in that position before. Outside lane Mandela on older tires, trying to make it work. Gambrel says, let's go 3 wide.
What's going on?
Caution immediately.
What is going on? I'm assuming that was what I'm seeing here, me and Gene, is this is an assumption, obviously. Disorganization. I'm thinking maybe no. Was there an incident?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, Fritts did crash. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, the 48 had a bad time.
I am sorry. I thought that was maybe a disorganized restart, but no, the 48 at Fritts. Oh no. Oh, is that Calvin he got into? I think it is. Fritts, he's had a rough day.
Yeah, you want to give me that angle? I'll give you the back.
Yeah, let's see. Here we go.
You can see right here, we're going to watch that 48 on this restart. Everything looks fine. It's all fine. And then, oh, yeah.
Oh.
Got caught up with Austin Thompson right there. And then picks up Calvin.
Not sure what Thompson thought was going to happen there. I think, Justin, that's your fault. That was a commenter's jinx, if I've ever seen one.
There you go. Now, hey, check it out. You want to get better at this iRacing? There's one way to do it. That's check out Fish Speed Brakes. Fish Speed Brakes, a season-long sponsor of Monday Night Mayhem. Now, if you don't know about Fish Speed Brakes, you've been living under a rock. This guy took a 9 DNF finisher into a 6th place regular season on our Sunday night series. He's pushed drivers to win. He's got a
Uh-oh, I think me and Gene cut out on me right there, guys. I mean, I can sell Fish Breed Bricks for y'all. They are incredible. I get to work with Jordan all the time with our track guides. And like he was talking about, he has turned a lot of drivers into race winners and likely future champions. The proof has been in the pudding for Fish Breed Brakes. And we do have his pricing now, so I will get that pulled up for you guys for us to take a look at in just a little bit. And hopefully I get me and Gene back soon. I know you guys don't want to hear just this voice. Oh boy, poor you guys. And it's going to be 1 lap to go under caution as we cross this. I'm assuming Light's still on the pace car right now. It's going to be Collin Bollinger leading the field to green. When we do go green, Ricky Mandela, who has done a phenomenal job here today working through the field. He is up a total of 17 positions, currently sitting in 2nd place right now. And behind them will be Justin Parham and Eric Thornton. Thornton has been through a lot today, just like his other American brother, and that is Eric Gambrell. He's up in 5th place, and we've been talking about Sean Walton, the return of Sean Walton all day. He'll be rolling off in 6th. We're going to have John the Case of Beer in 7th place. And in 8th will be Michael Matta, Nick Mills 9th, and Ryan Hollar 10th. Let's talk about a few of these guys that we said they're going to want that caution in about 10 laps. Well, guess what? They got it. And that's going to start with Steve Lewis, I should say, Joseph Vulpis, Grant Applegate. Those guys are all around the 14th, 15th, and 16th position right now, and they are going to be hard on the offense when we get back to racing here. That is going to be fascinating to see what those two are able to do. I mean, really, I should say 3, because we have Steve Lewis, Applegate, Vulpis. Lester looks to be in that group. Kevin Kyle will be part of that. Austin Thompson, Kenneth Redinger, that group right there. Oh, you're back. Hey, me and Gene.
Man, I was in the middle of the biggest pitch for fish speed breaks ever.
Oh, you really were. And I tried my best, but I can only imagine how good it was going to be for you. But don't worry, I'm going to have the prices next time we pitch them, which will be today, because I'm sure we'll get more cautions. Right. Those guys who I said needed to pit, they got their chance. This is going to be interesting as we get ready to go green. You got everything pulled up for you?
I am good to go.
Sweet.
Now, the guys that didn't pit, though, how about Mandela still pushing his luck out there?
What a drive.
Yeah, 56. Away we go. Great start there by the jabroni himself, Collin Bollinger, on the apron across the start-finish line. Outside lane, though, look at Mandela trying to make it work, getting the Porsche from Thornton. Not fast enough as the 19 of Justin Parham going to continue to hold that position. Sean Walton going to go 3 wide with Eric Gambrell and Eric Thornton. Look at Gambrell pushing him up the track. And here comes Nick Mills. Nick Mills and Gambrell, they're best friends. They take long moonlight walks on the beach. And here they are now side by side battling for 5th and 7th.
That was insane. You saw Gambrell try to shove Walton up the track. Instead, Walton shoves him back down it. That was impressive. But Gambrell able to make the pass there. Up to 4th place is Eric Gambrell. Sean Walton has to slot back for 5th. No, it's, oh my God. Oh, come on, boys.
Caution again.
Come on, boys. Looks like that Swingle turned around. No, yeah, it is. Rich Swingle turned around on the outside wall. Well, these guys are only getting better moods. Oh, were they arguing? Were they having a little conversation under yellow right there?
No.
Yes, they were.
No, everybody loves everybody. Oh, wait, wrong league.
Let's just watch them love each other here. Just real quick.
Oh, they got 3 wide. Damn, those are teammates, too.
Oh, yeah, let's take a look at it as we watch. Oh, Walton. I mean,
I thought he was going to wreck him because then all of a sudden Walton was on his right rear bumper pushing. And I thought, oh, this is going to end badly. This is going to end badly for sure.
We all touch his butt.
All right, up top, if you want to take a look there, you can see that's Steve Lewis on the bottom. Green car Swingle going to come into the picture. The 18 of Stinson a little off the pace. Redinger coming around. There we are, 4 wide. Teammates touch. And then Swingle. Look how high Louis is up that track.
Wow.
And there's no way. And the 18 going to get into the 97, into Redinger. Looks like Vulpis takes a little damage. Good drive there by Lester to avoid that and not take any damage as well.
That is the brutal part about Vulpis with that strategy. I mean, Gene, he's going to have it. You've got to feel like when you initially make that pit stop, right? Like, oh, signed, sealed, delivered. This thing is gift wrap for me. But the small thing that's easy to forget, you got to work yourself past about 15 race cars with older tires than you. And here's another look at it.
Fast.
And that's exactly how you described it. He's just, Lewis just too high. Maybe, I mean, we talk about this every now and again, me and Gene, but one thing that, if you don't know, if you've never raced iRacing, that is impossible to know. We don't have a 4 wide call in the car. There's no such thing unless you have a, I guess you could say, real life spotter, someone spotting the race for you, truly watching. But when you're using your in-game spotter, which is would assume what 99, if not 100% of this field is using. They don't have 4 wide programmed for whatever reason. So 3 wide and 4 wide in terms of what you hear, the information available to you as a race car driver, which trust me, there's no way you know in the car in the moment if you're 3 or 4. There's 0% chance you know. That's all we know. So a lot of those times, if you're Lewis, you know how big this racetrack is. You hear that 3 wide call and you think, okay, well, that lane's available to me. No way for him to know you're actually 4 wide. That lane's not available.
Oh, man. In the battle, we've got 11 laps to go, 10 laps once we pass that start-finish line. You're watching the KK Woodscape Surfs Up 200, brought to you by KK Woodscapes Auto Club Speedway. This is race number 2 of our regular season. Season 7 of Monday Night Mayhem. Grant Applegate, 2 championships in a row, but right now you've got season 5 champ Collin Bollinger up in the lead. Parham behind him. Ricky Mandela, second race here for Monday nights. So he's having a big day. And then Gambrel and Sean Walton, these 2 boys, they're ready to party with each other. They got the little party hats on, holding confetti. Both of them got gender reveal poppers in their hand. I mean, we are about to have a big one. Behind him, Nick Mills. You know, Nick Mills is probably getting angry at Sean Walton. He's like, hey, that's my guy. Don't mess with my buddy. So much going on. Case of beer and Michael Matta side by side, 8 and 9.
Don't count them out.
Last week's winner, Ryan Hollar, is in 10th. Grant Applegate in 11th. All these big names, man. Kevin Kyle and Joe Vulpis back on road number 9. Just Nate Lesko in 20th. Let's go.
It's amazing, and that's really one of my favorite things I'm starting to kind of see now that I guess I didn't really think about. Not only is this field more stacked than it's ever been, but what that's really doing is a lot of these drivers, like I'm thinking like Applegate, Lesko, they could have in the past gone down to 20th and they had an easier time going through the field, getting back where they are. Those days are over. You just listed those names. You have so many winners, champions, former champions, future champions to pass. Good luck with that.
Yes, sir. Pace car out of the way. Collin Bollinger up front, waiting to get into the restart zone.
Green flag.
And away we go. Walton into the back of Mandela like a rocket. That had to cause damage. Now,
it did.
Now Walton diving below Mandela. Mandela cannot be pleased. And all behind him, here comes Parham. He's going to dive down. Michael Matta trying to make a move
with the damage.
well.
Oh, here we go.
All the way to the wall. Mandela, Gambrel, Gambrel.
No.
Back into
wide.
Applegate. Vulpis under the apron. Buddy Sully drives through the mess.
How on
Buddy
earth?
suddenly into 8th place. Oh, and Grant Applegate making a charge as well. But, oh, my word, the front end of Gambrel and Walton, they are in trouble here.
It's not over it's not over. Here it is. There it is.
Caution.
Austin
Yellow flag.
Thompson sideways. 5, 6. Oh, and in comes Swingle like a rocket.
Oh, okay, me and Gene, we got to go all the way to the start because you called this one perfectly. Let's take a look at when we went green because you were right, and that is what started this whole situation. I don't blame Sean Walton. There's no way of knowing. But like you said, let's keep our eye on Sean. And let me actually just get us a very specific camera angle for this. Watch this. That car is perfectly healthy, is it not?
Yeah.
And now here comes
Looks
that big
good,
push.
man.
And now we pause it. And let me get you a different angle. Actually, I'm just going to play it. And I saw it from, I think it was, yep. Okay, here we go. And I will pause it right there. Look at Walton. Substantial damage. Substantial, significant, race-changing damage for Sean Walton. And he has no way of knowing this. There we go. Look at that front end, Mean Gene. You were 1,000% right. Sean Walton has no idea how bad of shape he's going into this corner. And now watch this. He does the move that he's done so well here today. He goes inside. He's going for that slide job. So far, so good. So far, so good. And now he gets to this point. Why isn't it turning? Why isn't it turning? Why is the car not turning? He has no idea why. That front end has completely left him, and there is nothing he can do. I cannot believe that this field kept it green through this. We were about 1,000 wide here. Oh my God, you see Thornton in this. It's just absolute chaos. And now I'll bring us to the actual yellow flag.
Yeah.
But that was the start of all of it. None of this happens if that first incident doesn't. And I'm not putting that on Sean Bolander at all. There's no way of knowing.
Yep.
I'm sorry,
Look
go
at
ahead.
that T-bone.
Yeah, sure. You got something good for us too as well. Go for it.
Yeah, kick it over. Here you go. So I got my eye on the 46. Austin Thompson directly underneath him. You can see Thompson starts to come up just a little bit. Grant Applegate as well. That's and then watch Ryan Hollar come up, and he's just not clear. Thompson, Gambrell, and then here we go. Nate Lesko. You can see the 6 of Lester come into this. Louis kisses Gambrell right there in the mouth. The 903 of Calvin Smith gets sideways. That's Dorsey in the 909. I think he's going to make it through. Here comes Jack Sanders in that 25. He bumps right into Louis. Look at the 48.
Oh, my goodness.
He gets in the grass.
Gambrell
And
for a ride.
The other guy I want to take a look at, let's see if I can figure this out. I want to go backwards. I think it's Shift B.
Whoa.
One guy gets honorable mention right here.
Fritts?
No, watch this shit. Stuff. Watch this. Wide open, baby. Wide
Park
open.
the
Let's
Red
go.
Sea.
Bam!
Oh,
And look who he gets. And look who he gets.
I was going to win that race. Oh, my goodness.
T-bones, Louis.
Don't you worry, we'll hit that. And here, just real quick, is a real-time look at just how quick this happened. There it is. But only one thing left to do, man, Gene.
Gotta pull it up for me.
There it is. It's been too long.
Poor Louis. Yeah,
Poor
Swingle
Louis.
came in like a cannonball, baby.
10th caution in the race. And one thing I want you to look at, me and Gene, that I wanted to bring up that last caution. Check this out. You pull up your SDK and look at your PC, your pit count. Tell me if you notice something about the front runners here. And I obviously, a lot of it, damage repair, things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and say this. Being cute in this race was not the move. Thinking that strategy was going to win you this race was not the move. Keeping it simple, like Bollinger has, like Mills has, like Case of Beer has, Bolander and Bollinger, I should say. Anyone that is pit 3 or less times is in the top 10. Or in the top 12, I should say.
You know who I want to watch? Ricky Mandela Sr. did not come into the pit.
Oh, no.
Yes,
56
and he is currently
was the last time he
in
pit.
7th.
That will work.
And he was in that wreck, man. Him and yeah, I hear on the radio somebody said, "Oh my, you might ought to have pitted."
How many do we have left?
All right, yeah. We are coming up on lap number 90, completion of 96.
Oh, so this is not overtime.
We're going to have 4 laps. We're going to have 4 laps to go. The lights are off the pace car. Up front, Bollinger, Mills side by side, Matta, Bolander, Case of Beer, Parra, Buddy, Sully. All those guys pit around 74, 79, and took 4 tires.
It's even.
Behind them, Mandela, not so much. Let's see what happens. I'm going to be watching Ricky. And we're into the green flag restart. Away we go. Great start there by Bollinger.
Mandela
Mills
pulls
getting
over.
a hard push by the 24. Bolander. Matta on the middle, not getting any help. Here comes Parham in the 19th. Pushing hard, but it is Bollinger with the angle he wants. Collin Bollinger down to the apron. Matta almost got him. Meanwhile, look at Mandela pushing up the track. This is exactly what I was afraid of for the 78. And now there it is. You can see Dorsey trying to get by him. Vulpis as well. Here comes Applegate and Lester behind them, quickly closing on that 78. Scary stuff up front. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is settled as the 53 now with a half-second lead crossing on lap 98. White flag next time we come around.
We are 2 more times around. This is 3 to go. But man, me and Gene, if Bollinger is able to hold on and we stay green, then he owes Michael Matta a beer. I don't know what Matta's plan was there. He just shoots that corner way too low, no momentum, and really choked up the entire group behind him. And now Bolander able to move his way to second place. But man, he has a half a second to cut off of Bollinger, his teammate, before this thing is over. And they are all on equal tires.
They are battling hard. Meanwhile, Ryan Hollar in the back getting into Thompson. Those two guys having a party as well. Hollar losing a lot of spots. Up front, 2 laps to go. The battle for dominance here at Auto Club is underway. We cannot wait to see how it's going to end. Collin Bollinger flexing right now. Y'all must have forgot when he won a championship. Behind him, Bolander trying to close the gap. That's his teammate. And then Michael Matta, Parham, Nick Mills rounding out the top 5. Grant Applegate in a battle with Austin Thompson. Right there, you can see on the screen. Also, he's got the 18 of Jay Stinson as part of that battle. Great action on the track. White flag in the air.
Bolander is there. He has made up some ground down to 0.1 seconds, 0.2. Bolander, if he can really nail this 1 and 2, he might be able to have a shot in 3 and 4. But again, these two good friends, he's not going to do it dirty. So this will be interesting, and it's going to be really hard to pass Collin Bollinger here.
Behind him, Nick Mills trying to get by Parham and Matta, but he's in the wall coming out of 2. No luck there. Let's see who rips the rail. Everybody diving it down low. Parham holding off. Matta around the outside. Matta with a run. He's going to get into that 3rd place spot. Up ahead of him, though, it's the 53, the king of the north and the king of the surf. Collin Bollinger takes the win here at the KK Woodscapes. Surfs Up 200.
Collin Bollinger, welcome back. Keeps it simple, gets the dub. Phenomenal drive from the 53 of Bollinger. Led tons of laps, and again, means he just kept it simple. Didn't pit a ton, didn't think about strategy, just thought about driving a fast race car, and he is going to have a win to show for it. Great to see this guy back, and great to see him back on top of the podium. And what a job by Bolander, giving us the tongue twister they always love to give us, whether it be qualifying, finish order, whatever it is. They're always trying to make our jobs difficult. Great job by those two drivers.
Teammates Bollinger and Bolander 1 and 2 here today. No surprise to see this team back in dominant form. Sean Walton ends up finishing 23rd here today, but that 35 also running up front. There he is. There's Sean coming to celebrate with them. You can see those 3 cars. Heck of a great run. And we knew with the stack field, we saw the rookies that came in, Zach, that it was going to take a team effort. I am thrilled to see these drivers come back to help him. Shout out to RPS. You know who you are. You got your Yoda on your Yoda. He was in the YouTube channel as well, supporting these other 3 guys that were part of his team.
Love you.
Amazing race to see this fall the way that he did. Let's quickly go to those that finish. Collin taking the win, Andrew 2nd, Michael Matta gonna join him up there on the podium, and then Justin Parham with a great run in 4th. Nick Mills gonna drive home in 5th. Jonathan Quesabeer 6th. Buddy Sully back in the top 10 with that 7th place finish. Kevin Kyle, how about Cody Dorsey? Wins on Tuesday, comes back to get that top 10 here today. Joe Vulpis caught up in a couple of foolish incidents of not of his creation. Gonna round out the top 10. Other notes as I look through there: Thornton, Fritts, Stinson, great run. Calvin Smith gonna be 14th. The commish, John Beverly, coming home 15th. Applegate, Lewis, Ricky Mandela. That car was broker than my ex, and that just made it impossible for him to stay up there.
Redinger, 22nd.
Yeah, and Ryan Hollar, he was caught up a little bit at the end as well. We saw him get into it with Austin Thompson. Nate Lesko, 8 down. Very painful to see.
28th.
Yeah, Gambrel, another guy that was super fast. Mickelson and Novella as well. And Iverson, those last 3 guys, not names you're used to seeing down at the bottom of that list.
Crazy
but
to
I
see.
tell you what.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm going to see if I can hunt down our winner before he takes off. He likes dipping.
He's all hyped up on Dr. Pepper, though.
He is. Oh, wow. Look, they're all there. I'm going to pull him down.
Oh, yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. You must have forgot King of the North and King of the West Coast, Collin Bollinger. How you feeling, brother?
Welcome back,
Oh, my
baby.
God. What's this? Where am I at right now? No, I'm feeling pretty good, guys. How are you guys doing?
You're home.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, you're back. You're back in your home spot, my friend. Season 5 champion Collin Bollinger won the regular season of season 6. I'm sorry, season 4, won the regular season 5, and now taking the win here today at Auto Club. And you know what that means, right? You know what you get?
Oh, I get a trophy.
Yeah, you get a surfboard.
You get a surfboard,
yeah,
dude.
Man. You get the surfboard. Tell me, how nice was it to have you boys back out there, and how good did it feel to see Andrew come home behind you there?
I mean, obviously it feels a lot better when, obviously we had fun last week. Not really. I was wrecked more than the car was.
Oh yeah, you were backwards, bro. You were backwards.
Missed you. Yeah.
But no, I mean, it feels good. I mean, anything could happen tonight, but we brought it home P1, so I'm gonna say it was a great night. But even like you said, seeing Andrew back there, and I'm not gonna lie, he was a little bit faster than me. I think he saved his tires there a little bit better. I mean, we really didn't. I know we didn't really run much there, but I burned him off in that first 6. The kids are gonna live it 6-7 laps of that one run, and he kind of just chilled. But I saw him dive into 3 there, and I was like, oh, I gotta get on the gas. So I jammed that thing and just hoped it just didn't pack the wall off, and we were able to just keep it in front of him. But yeah, it was a hectic night there. I was so ready for it to end with me on the top.
Now, I want to ask you this. You made sure to qualify. You started up there in second place, and then it seemed like you avoided the pit stops that would have put you back into the middle of the field or in the back of the field. Was that a priority today for you, was to avoid the larger packs? Like, what were we thinking strategy-wise?
Oh, I mean, anymore, like, don't go on the speeds there. I said, funny enough, I said to Sean the other day, I feel like I'm starting to get a little more washed as we go along. It's starting to lessen myself. So I gotta kind of keep it different. The speed's a little bit there, but we gotta do stuff different now. So it was just like, it was kind of just trying to map out where the fuel was gonna be. I think when I stopped earlier, then I pitted a little bit earlier, I think I was gonna set us up for like the 2 stop with only having to save a lap 2 in each run. So that was kind of where my head was at, just thinking about the long haul, which, I mean, not even in this league, but a lot of other leagues I had not been doing lately. That's why I've been, if anybody else raced with me on the other nights of the week, I've been horrible. So we're trying to get back to that.
Well, guess what? You got back to that tonight. Coming home in first place, Collin Bollinger, looking tough, looking like the champ that we remember from just 2 seasons ago. Collin, any specific brown pant moment you want to share with us? Anything that you thought was going to end it, or just gave you a little bit of an inhale?
Anytime you're around Ray Sean Wickfield, you already know. That's about really it.
It's like him behind you.
Yeah, I was glad he's behind me, but even I think on one of the restarts, I got a good jump, and all I know is the third place dude always ran me over, and I'm pretty sure that's because Sean was behind him and he was jumping a restart. So.
He was fun the restarts. I have a quick question for Collin. Not sure if you know this, Collin. I'm wondering if you consciously did this, because there's no way to know how many times people were pitting. You were one of the few cars who pit 3 or less times. The majority of the field 5+, if not 10. Some damage, obviously, but some just a lot of strategy, like the 98 of Vulpis. Was that in your mind to keep this race simple and prioritize track position, or was it just a matter of how the car was feeling?
I mean, truthfully, just being smarter. No, I don't know. I mean, it kind of just worked out, and especially with only having, I think, we had one set of tires on the car, three sets off. It really didn't need to pit much more than that. So I really didn't really need to pit. I honestly really just didn't need to pit again. So that's why I just kept it simple, pretty much like you said. That was really it.
Makes
sense. It works, apparently.
Yeah, race winning strategy for sure. Congrats, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, big win. Anybody want to give a shout out to before you head out?
Yeah, we'll give a shout out to the same old guys, Ray Sean Wickfield, Andrew Bolander, coming to P2, Daniel Plant Smith, even though he hasn't made me a paint scheme in forever, we still got his paints rolling every week. And then Kevin Kyle, for the trophy tonight too. I know he made the trophy, and we're teaming up with him this year. We're gonna try to learn him on some stuff and get him rolling with us. And yeah, just all those guys. So.
Oh yeah, love to hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Collin Bollinger, King of the North, is now King of the West Coast, as he is your winner here today at the Surf's Up 200. Collin, go celebrate with the boys, man. You have earned it. Great race.
Welcome back, champ.
Thank you.
Did not take him long to find his way back into the booth to join us. And you know what? I'm going to pull down his buddy, because guess what? Teammates got 1 and 2. I think I got him for you, Zack.
Andrew Bolander, we got you, my friend?
Yeah, you got me.
Man, I mean, And from what I've seen, getting to the privilege of calling your races and also getting to share the track with you, that was a pretty Bolander race where you're racing around you in the top 10. You're like, man, that 24 is a little bit concerningly fast. And then we get to the end of the race and it's the fastest car on the track. Phenomenal drive today. Tell me how you survived the calamity of the majority of the race and how you found yourself there with a chance to win it.
A lot of luck, and I wasn't sure if I was even going to do this race to begin with, and Sean told me it was Auto Club, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
all right, if I'm awake, I'll do it. And here we are. I did get involved in a wreck, and I was not too happy about that, but only got like 26 damage, and pretty much lucked my way in the top 10, then drove up to second.
And then in those last closing laps of the race, you were about half a second behind Bolander, I think 3 to go. I'm sorry, Bollinger. You guys confuse us in the booth all the time. About a half a second behind him, and then you wound up about a 10th behind him, coming to the white flag. What's going through your mind there? I mean, obviously a friend, a teammate. Were you thinking about how to make that pass, or I guess it's just what I'm always curious about is what would you have done had that door opened up, and I guess did you have any plan?
I just wanted to catch him. That was my plan, try to catch him. Thing, whatever happens after that happens, but I'm not going to try to wreck him on purpose. But I would have done the Craven Bush thing if I had the opportunity to do it.
That would have been fun. Well, dude, it is amazing to see you back. I mean, anytime I get to call you on the track, it's wonderful. It's a lot better than racing and losing to you all the time. So it's amazing to see you back here. I'll get your phone number without your consent from someone else, and I'll just nonstop call your phone before these races. I'm like, wake up, Andrew, wake up, so we can get you full time. Yep. So I would love to see more of you out here today, but thank you for racing today. Amazing to see that 24 back out here today. Wonderful job. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you out of here?
Yeah, the usual that I've been saying the last 2 years. Plant, Dylan, everybody in the other chat, Celtics, or Collin.
Celtics.
Yeah.
Who even needs Jalen Brown?
Anyway,
Sixers.
Shut up, Mean Gene.
But just all the usual.
Thank you, Andrew. Sorry about Mean Gene bringing up things that are just horrible.
You can have Kevin Durant. I'll give him to you.
No, yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's really nice of you.
Yeah.
Phenomenal drive, Andrew. Great job. Can we expect you? What's your plan this year? Part-time, full-time, any specific plan? Because are you full-time in any of our leagues right now?
I'm part-time everywhere. Every league I'm part-time.
Okay. Well, hey, more of that on Wednesdays, the part-time thing, and more of the full-time thing on Mondays where I get to call your races. That's good for me. Great job today, man. Always a pleasure, and thank you for making the time for the interview. Can't wait to talk to you again.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Always a pleasure, man.
Yeah, dude, this team is just so fast, team delusional. You know, you add Sean Walton into that mix, a lot of speed, makes them very difficult to beat. They're so good at intermediate tracks as well as the super speedway. So it's just a group. Well. They do. It's just a group of guys you're going to have to deal with week in and week out when, like he said, you know, being part-time, just when he has the opportunity to make that trip. All right, so let's think about our third place guy. That's going to be Michael Matta. Oh, he's up there all by himself, man. That's got to be lonely. Let's see what we can do about that. Mr. Michael Matta, are you there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you knew you were coming in the booth, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the number 16 of Michael Matta, third place here today. How'd it go out there, man? Talk to me. It looked a little chaotic.
In real life, I'm not glad they tore this place down. I wish they would tear it down in sim. I'm not a fan. I just don't. I can't figure this track out. I figured it out at the end though, so third is great. I haven't had like a top 10 since I came back racing. It's been like 6 months. I came back and I've just been awful. So this is the first like good run I've had. It feels so good. It's so needed.
What a weird track too, because you could pass 2 or 3 people at a time, but then that effort would make you lose speed, and then 4 guys would pass you right back. So at what point did you start thinking, this is my line. Am I committed to this line, or did just the cars in front of you determine what you're doing? Was it a matter of arrow, go where they're not? What was being undiscovered by you as the race developed?
Well, it started, I wanted to just run the top, just see what I could do up there, see what speed there was, what it was doing to the tires, and it was all right. It just wasn't where it needed to be. And somewhere around lap 50, 60, maybe 70, I found like this third groove that I really was like really good in both corners. And I was able to get it down to the bottom and just gas up before everybody else. I was really good corner off is what I had found. And that's kind of where I excelled and got me up to third. I had nothing for Bollinger. He was fantastic tonight. I mean, just class of the field.
Yeah, that clean air really coming into effect for him, and then he was able to spread that dirty air out so well. But don't cut yourself short, my friend. Getting through that field, we saw cars as far back as 12th rotate up to third, make contact. All the 3 and 4 wide action going on tonight. So your head was on a swivel, and to see that third place finish there at the end, well deserved. Very exciting for us to watch. Zach, what you thinking?
Matta, only question I have for you, you crazy person. What was, I mean, it's going to sound mean when you watch it back on the last lap, and I didn't mean, or no, the last race, sorry, I didn't mean it that way. But what was the plan on the last, I did. What was the plan on the last restart there? You drove it in wild deep, nearly got to the 53 of Bollinger. Yeah, but it was either going to make contact with him. I was like, is he trying to put air on his bumper? Or obviously the exit was, you paid the price in the exit.
The plan was I wanted to clear Nick Mills on the top. I wanted to go with Bollinger, and I just didn't make it happen. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to send it on the bottom. And I don't know how I didn't see him. I did not notice he was in front of me. And I got to his bumper. I was like, oh, I'm going to spin him if I don't check up. He came down from the middle right in front of me. I was like, oh, I'm in trouble.
Gotcha.
So that wasn't the plan. The plan, I didn't think I'd get that much distance on him. I planned on just sending it in, sliding up the track in front of Nick Mills and getting the run down the backstretch. But I almost ruined the race.
That's wild too, because I literally thought you stalled out and Collin drove away. I mean, that's crazy because if that same thing happens, Collin is just that much in front of you. You have to save that run, and so we get to see what you do with it. That's interesting. Okay, I take back everything I said.
I got him now. Amazing run. Hey, for you guys at home watching this thing right now, you are listening to a guy last week got 2 points, comes back this week, gets up on top of that podium with the rest of the guys. Yeah, so this just a great turn of events, and like you said, extended vacation, coming back now, getting that first podium. Can't wait to see exactly how the rest of this season is going to unfold for you. Anybody you want to give a shout out to here tonight?
I got to shout out you guys. Thanks for putting the broadcast on. Always love watching it back. Shout out K Spear, who's running with me. I think he got 6th, 7th. Great run for us tonight. Yeah.
6th. I'm sorry. 6th. I'm sorry.
6th. Yeah, good run for us tonight. I mean, it's good to be back. First interview living in North Carolina, so that's cool.
Oh yeah. Good to have you back, Matta. Good to have you back, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, third place tonight, but first in your heart, Michael Matta taking that podium tonight. Michael, go get yourself a frosty beverage of your choosing. You've earned it, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, didn't take him long. Once the Monday night started up, he fired that car up and battles his way up front. You know that whole team that he runs with, Matta, K-Sabir. I've seen him run with.
They get by with DDI, so they've been with Geyer, me, Cowgill, all of them. Yeah. I know they run with them on the weeks I'm not there too. Yeah.
Yeah, faster group of guys, and really excel on these more open tracks. Like the ability to figure out how to get that best exit speed, and more often than not avoid contact. Like tonight, he avoided the contact. It cost him a little momentum, but again, third place finish. Got to be thrilled with what he did here today. Speaking of thrilled, you know what would make me thrilled, Zay?
Oh, what would that be?
If everybody at home would smash that like button. I know you're enjoying yourselves. You're watching the fun broadcast. Hit that like. Bring us right up that scale. I'd appreciate it so much. And you want to keep track of all the action here on the Vortex Racing Network. Make sure you are subscribed. Monday nights, we run a doubleheader. Now, the DDI/Shameless Watch Collector Series, that ARCA series is going to be starting up here towards the end of August. You got 3 more weeks to get ready to go. If you're a 2700 I rating or less, reach out to Patrick Cowgill or Zack Panzerella, and you're going to want to get involved in that series. Monday nights locked in. You just watched your second race of the season for the Monday Night Mayhem. Tomorrow night, Dennis Puckett, Big Truck and Tuesday continues. You're going to have yours truly, Mean Gene Money, Zack Panzerella, Smokin' Joe, bringing you all that action. It's going to kick off at about 11 o'clock. And then Wednesdays, that's a live broadcast with Buddy Sully and Smokin' Joe as the SWC Gen 6 cars having a party. Those things are so fast. Thursday, more live TV. You got Kevin Kyle and Kyle and Out bringing you the Quantum Contender Series. Wraps up on Sundays, as that is our Premier Cup series. You're going to see Gen 6, next gen cars over there as well. Man, just such an exciting time to be in iRacing. And man, Zach, these fields are getting bigger and bigger, bro.
Oh, they are. I think the biggest news about Wednesday, the highly anticipated debut of 3-time DDI RL champion, Zack Panzerella. So that will be a big deal on Wednesday. But in all seriousness, those fields, I have been beyond jealous that I have not been able to be in there up until now. But they have been phenomenal. Cannot thank all the drivers enough. Can't thank Buddy and Joe, who are doing a fantastic job in the booth over there. And one thing I'm looking at looking at this, Mean Gene, is we are more often live than we are not now, which is amazing. Yep. We're working on some stuff for the Monday, the ARCA series before this that I don't want to give it away because it's very far away from being solidified. I'll know more next week, but if it's official, boy, oh boy, you guys aren't ready for what we're bringing over to that broadcast. It's going to be just as good as what you have here with me and Gene. And then Tuesday, I will miss you guys tomorrow. I'm actually going to be out the next 2 weeks, and I am so upset about that. That league is going on phenomenal. It's been so much fun to watch. Really everywhere here on VRN, it's been incredible. Only way to follow it and make sure you don't miss anything is to subscribe, and make sure you do that. Get us closer to 500 so you can join us for this journey, the next big racing network here on YouTube. But man, Gene, it really is incredible. And I think the biggest thing too, and can't give too much credit to VRN as much as I'd like to, it's got to be these field sizes. They are just getting bigger and bigger. And the reason why I don't want to take too much credit, I will take some, but not too much, is these leagues have been working so hard to expand these leagues. And not only that, but to get the right drivers in it that are going to increase the quality of the racing. And they have very much done that. We're seeing that on Monday nights. I mean, this is ridiculous, Mean Gene. This is, I've raced in a lot of leagues in my, I think 4 years I've been doing this now, and I've raced in leagues where I've been around pros, and I've been racing leagues where I'm happy to come in 20th. This is, without exaggeration, the highest quality league I have ever seen, and it's not even close. If you go off iRating, you're gonna laugh at that statement, but if you watch these races, or if you have the balls to get on track with these guys, you're gonna find out real quick, and you're gonna have your welcome to the NBA moment, like I always like to say, because Mean Gene, this is the most stacked field we have ever seen. It's not even close. We were just talking to Michael Matta, a guy who, like we said, 6 months off, but he was a championship contender 2 years ago, and we're seeing that happen again here, and we have defending champions in this race. I mean, when I say defending champions, I really do mean that word defending. They won a championship less than a couple months ago that finished outside the top 20 today, that are looking at not making the chase right now if the season was to end today. And man, it really is incredible. And Wednesday, like why we went to the Cup cars, very similar, very similar in terms of just how difficult it is to be successful there. And it's not like it's top heavy. It's not top heavy, Mean Gene, and it's less top heavy than it's ever been. It's just balanced.
It is. And with these larger fields, the tiniest mistake can really put you behind the 8 ball. Big change of the chase format. It's not a playoff anymore. It's a chase. No more winning you're in. It's the top 12 drivers on points. So any bad week, any missing of a race can truly affect these drivers as they are trying to make their way through this regular season and get involved in that at the end. So you might be thinking, well, is that really a big deal? Yeah. It is a huge deal. Think of it this way. I'm looking at the points. Tony Iverson, 30th place.
Yeah. And we can keep talking about that. I mean, we're gonna gloss over it if that continues for 1 or 2 more weeks. But with this format, like you said, there's no more being bailed out. Winning a race is not what it used to be. It's not that far off from a second place anymore. It's around the same thing. Finishing well is what matters now. Wins are great. Obviously, everyone wants a surfboard from KK Woodscapes. Who would not want that? But man, is just finishing these things more important than it's ever been. And another thing that I want to mention too, me and Gene, is if you look at the schedule, more races are live now than they were previous, or than they are rebroadcasted. More of these series now, and this has changed drastically from years past, don't have fast repairs anymore. We don't have them here anymore. We don't have them on Tuesday anymore, and we don't have them on Wednesday anymore. So these drivers, not only with this more unforgiving playoff format, they need to be more cautious with the way they approach these races, especially early on, right? But also, you don't have that to fall back on anymore. You don't have that fast repair. This is just like IRL, right? You got to protect those race cars. And man, these drivers, I know in the back of their mind, a lot of these guys race winners, right? Thinking, it'll be okay. I'll be fine. Man, you have about 2 weeks to figure this out. We're watching this happen on Tuesday nights with one of the defending champions.
Yeah, AJ Benish on the outside looking in on Tuesdays. He's only got 2 more races. The truck series we run on Tuesday, 2 more races before that regular season wraps up. And this guy needs a couple of top 5s, and he's going to need some help also by having the people in front of him have off nights. And there is just there's no promise that is going to happen. So tons of stuff going on, lots of moving parts, but make sure you are subscribed so you can take part in all of the action and pick your favorite drivers and just have a big old time like I know Zack and I do each and every time we're lucky enough to be doing this broadcast. Now, wouldn't be doing the broadcast if it weren't for our partners and sponsors. Huge shout out, KK Woodscapes. Thank you so much to Kevin Kyle for the sponsorship of today's race. The KK Woodscapes Catch a Wave 200. Collin Bollinger going to get that beautiful surfboard trophy after his victory. You can see that QR code right there. Go check out what Kevin's got going on. If you're on that West Coast, he can come to your house, renovate cabinets, wood tops, shelves, anywhere
anything
you
woody.
are, he can mail you. Anything woody. Now, trophies, this is where he also excels. Work with him to design that handcrafted trophy for your need, whether it's iRacing, bowling leagues, youth sports, really made to accommodate you for what you would want for your trophy. Reach out, KK Woodscapes, located right there in California. Also, big shout out to Jordan Fisher and Fish Speed Brakes, season-long sponsor, Fish Speed Brakes, giving you those beautiful track guides as well here on Vortex Racing Network. Zack and Jordan doing a great job sharing those guides. And now the opportunity is there for you to improve. You're going to want to join the Fish Speed Brakes Discord. And then once you're in there, you can go right over to the Request Coaching channel. One of the coaches will reach out to you, get that one-on-one time. 7 different coaches, and you can see it right there. $20 an hour. Browder, Smith, Evan Stewart, Jordan Fisher, all these guys we've seen win races.
Worth every penny.
Lucas, Zay Regel, sorry, dude, Regelbrook, and Matthew Wood. Yeah, it's Xavier.
If I knew where he was from, it would be a lot easier. If he's French, it's like Regel Bouget.
Nah, I call him the X-Man over in Wheel to Wheel.
Like that's a sick name. That's like a name that someone in the WWE would come up with.
Yeah, that's X-Man right there. I've seen that dude win as well. So lots of talent right there. This is going to improve you. You know, you're getting lap. This is going to get you on the lead lap. Your mid-pack, this is going to let you battle for those top 10s. Your Final Four guy, this is going to put the finishing touch on what you're doing. $20 an hour. going to get you that one-on-one time that you want. Garage 61 just putting it right over the top. Fish Speed Brakes, jump in their Discord, get that hook up. Also, how about Buddy Sully, man? The code that he's writing right now, Buddy Sully's to be determined, to be announced, the name of Buddy's company. But Buddy Sully is writing code and software that can give you all those things that you need for your broadcast. Now, you've seen all the toys on ATVO. That's nothing. That's nothing. Buddy's writing this code for SDK and OBS, and you will be able to have all those cute graphics and statistics. Give it a chance. Give Buddy Sully a contact, and all the wonderful graphics you're seeing right here on Vortex could be at your fingertip. So thanks so much to our sponsors for their assistance. Thank you to the viewers at the house. Man, you guys
thank
at
you
home,
guys. That was rad.
Yeah, without y'all, we wouldn't be doing nothing. Next week, maybe we'll bring you some polls, huh? Maybe we'll do a little Q&A.
Yeah. If you guys are gonna all be in the chat, might as well do something with it. I agree.
Yeah, we'll be at Richmond. Next week. Yeah, there won't be any wrecks there.
No. Short track.
No.
A league that loves everyone. Yeah, very clean. Very clean.
Yeah. So what do you think, Zach? Final thoughts heading out of here today?
Phenomenal race. I mean, Auto Club, it can go two ways, right? I mean, I don't think it's a track that you expect to see a lot of long runs at. Today was a little bit, I don't want to say sloppier, but just, man, more chaotic, I think, than you'd expect. I'm sure, like, as we heard from Bollinger, I really didn't, to be honest with you, expect to hear Bollinger being like, I just want this thing to end, but I'm assuming when you're in the lead, you're like, please, let's get a run in here so I can end this thing and win it. But I don't think the majority of the field felt that way, because I think we saw it. We've seen races, and I'm not going to name anything, but ones that are just sloppy, and there's really no other way to describe it. This wasn't that. It felt like just a lot of drivers having a hard time accepting that you're in a league with, there were 34 guys or 38 guys here today, where at least 30 of them are as fast as you. And that is a hard thing to accept, and a hard thing to even, I guess, like, process on track when you are where you don't think you belong, where you're in 20th, 15th, and you're like, what the hell? I'm not used to this. Let me get up to 5th, the top 10 where I'm used to. And I think that created a lot of impatience. I think impatience would probably be the word that would have best described the chaos we saw here today. But I don't know, weirdly, me and Gene, I think a lot of times, like, we've done so many races here together, well over 100 at this point. You've heard me get grumpy as races get sloppy. Didn't happen today, and I really think it was just because I could so easily be empathetic with those drivers, understand where their mentality was, and understand where not the frustration, I think internal frustration was lying. I can't tell you how many times I've been like, you're looking for, you're like, why am I here? I can do better than this. And oftentimes you end up hurting your race doing that. Not to mention, the good thing about chaos sometimes is it completely turns strategy on its head. And this league is designed for that, with the lack of a stage caution, with the lack of admin forced cautions, really natural racing we get here. And also on top of that, the no fast repairs, these drivers really having to pick and choose when they want to give it that track position. It just really led to really phenomenal, really pure racing, even with the chaos. And I mean, maybe I have rose-colored glasses on because I cannot say enough good things about this league and the drivers in it, and the admins, John Beverly, Jack Sanders, everyone who has made this league possible. I cannot say enough good things about. But I don't know, man. Maybe I do have rose-colored glasses because I don't know if you could make me not have fun at these races. And today was another great example of that. And man, if there were Vegas betting odds on who's going to win the championship this year, me and Gene, you could make a lot of money. I'll tell you that much. You could make a lot of money.
Hey, brother, chaos isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder.
Yeah,
and many who
actually,
try to climb it fail, and they never get to try again because the fall breaks them. And some are given a chance to climb, and they refuse. They cling to ordinary means. Only the ladder is real. And the climb is all there is.
That's poetic.
Yeah, I stole it from Littlefinger from Game of Thrones.
I wanted to know, but I liked it.
You know
but
what I was doing.
I think he was probably, in Game of Thrones, obviously, they talk about NASCAR a lot, so it must have applied to NASCAR.
Yeah, it went right over. My observations are, last year, what a rookie class, right? We talked about it. We got
Lesko.
Mikkelsen. We got Lesko. We got Hollar. Hollar comes back, wins a race at Charlotte. So we're like, man, what a rookie class. Best rookie class. Can't believe how good that rookie class is. Let's just talk about Dakota Bly. That's a rookie. And right now, Dakota Bly going to find himself in 12th. How about Calvin Smith? How about Calvin Smith? That's a rookie. Right now, 9th in points.
And he finished 23rd, Mean Gene, and he did not run 23rd. No, he did not.
Other rookies, Trenton Johns. He missed today, but a lot of speed behind that car. Michael Wolf, that's another guy that working with Fish Speed Brakes now. Rusty Rafferty, Justin Sumner, Austin Thompson, Cody Dorsey, Ricky Mandela. I mean, Jerry Massengill, Brian Coward. This rookie class is fire. And as long as all these drivers can, rub each other the right way after the race, I think we're just going to continue to see more and more of that action. Also, I like to play games, but I want to give some credit to, I saw Nick Mills get off the throttle a ton, and I know that I like to give him hell and call him psycho, but I absolutely saw him directly behind people that maybe he has gotten into it with there, and there was no activity. So gonna give my gold star today to Nick Mills for not making that happen. I want to give a double gold star to Sean Walton because people got in his way, and he did what he had to do.
He still put on a show. So, damn, did he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. So just lots of action out there. I love watching these races, Zach. I love calling them with you, and I just can't wait to see what this season turns into. I feel like this is going to be the best season yet.
How many winners are we going to have, me and Gene? I'm looking at this now. We have 21 races. How many winners are we going to have this season?
If you ask every driver, they're going to say 3 because they're going to win.
Yep.
Then all the races in a row following this one. Heck yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap us up from Auto Club. Thank you so much. You just watched the KK Woodscapes Surfs Up 200 on the Vortex Racing Network. Make sure you're subscribed, like, and share this video with your friends. We'd appreciate it so much. Come back tomorrow night. You're going to see me and Joe Vulpis bring you some truck racing live over on our Tuesday night broadcast. That's going to kick off at about 11 o'clock Central, midnight Eastern. Stay up late and have a party. Have a great night. Good luck at work tomorrow. And as always, bottoms up and hammer down.